Okay, so more Reddit stories today, right? We're gonna be watching holiday ones. Yeah, holiday Reddit stories. So, I noticed that I've been getting a decent amount of views, guys. Come on, I mean, not a decent amount. Still starting off kind of slow, but subscribe. It helps me out. It pushes my content out there so that I can keep doing more of this. The more people that I see watching this, the more that it will help me. The more I'm inclined to keep going and keep going harder and faster and stronger, all that fun stuff. So yeah, subscribe, share it with your friend, do all that fancy stuff. I mean, I'm here to have a good time, and I would love to keep having a good time, but I need some support, guys. I need some support. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be watching some Reddit stories, reacting, giving our opinions on it, as we always typically do. Let me turn up my lights a little bit. Oh no. The lights are in such an awkward spot. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now I got some color in my face. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So yeah, Reddit stories, another good day. Let's get at it. Let's get going. And once again, it is Smosh because I am too lazy to read Reddit stories, and I have a speech impediment, so I can't read them good. It's fine. All right. Here we go.
Smosh reads Reddit stories. I'm Shane, and today's theme is
Oh,
holiday.
wait. Before we go, if you guys do not know the characters by now, go watch Smosh. Love them to death. Only reason why I'm watching this is because of who these people are. Alright, I guess they're not characters, but they are some really funny people. Yeah, so let's watch.
I believe it is November 29th that this is being posted, which means it's kind of right in the middle of the holiday season.
It's a little in the middle. A little in the middle.
Is beginning for many. Thanksgiving just happened. Halloween just happened like a couple weeks ago.
We're taking away our pumpkin.
Feel like that would be better for you
batter,
guys.
and we're replacing
The audio level.
You got it?
Candy cane.
Yeah.
Nutmeg pumpkin.
Pumpkins are allowed in December.
Just making sure it's not coming through my speaker and all that fun stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna skip ahead to the Reddit story. We're gonna watch all the fun stuff in the beginning.
But let's begin.
Yeah, let's do that.
From December 20th, 2019.
Oh, that was a minute ago.
Asshole for buying my wife a Roomba for Christmas.
That's a great gift.
I'm gonna say right off the bat, yeah, dude, you're a straight asshole. Who's buying vacuums for Christmas? Wait, I need to buy a vacuum. Our last one broke. We vacuumed too much. I actually don't know why it broke. I don't vacuum. Anyways, yeah, he's the a-hole. Roombas kind of suck, honestly. Should have got like one of those knockoff brands. Just saying.
Now,
Is this saying, hey,
It
lady,
depends.
clean up?
Or it's saying, hey, you don't have to do that anymore.
Oh, I get it. She could be taking it the wrong way.
I'm thinking for myself, a Roomba? Dope.
Wait, why would she take it like that though? Cause like, personally, if I got a Roomba for Christmas, it'd be like, here's this so that you don't have to do this. You know what I mean? That's how I would take it, and I don't think that's a bad way to take it. So,
Absolutely. I'm like,
guess we'll see what the wife is talking about.
This happened last year, but since it still gets brought up during arguments every now and then, and I just discovered this subreddit, I decided to check what you guys think. Me and my wife have two children, a 15-year-old girl and an 11-year-old boy. My
Okay.
wife has been a stay-at-home mom since the birth of our second child.
Okay.
I'm a 6-year-old man, work full-time and earn a 6-figure salary. My job is highly stressful.
All right, flex on us a little bit.
Mostly sleep in hotels. I only get to come home to my family on every second weekend on average.
That
Despite
sucks.
working
Wait,
a lot,
what?
I'm glad to do it so that my family can live a comfortable life. Last year, I decided to buy my wife a Roomba for Christmas. My wife tends to be the one who vacuums the house, so I presumed that she would like this present as it would free her of this chore. As she unpacked the present, she was heavily offended and did not hesitate to show it, which made the whole situation quite uncomfortable as my parents and other members of the family were also present. She argued that this should not be a present directed at her, but at the whole family, as it is the entire family's responsibility to clean up the house. Since I work and am the sole source of income in the family and she is a stay-at-home mother, I think it is apparent that she should take on responsibilities such as taking care of the kids and maintaining the house. The gift was intended to somewhat relieve her of this burden. I personally would have loved to have received a Christmas gift that it would
Keep watching, guys. Keep watching.
It possible for me to spend less time working. As cheesy as it sounds, I think that time is one of the most precious gifts, and that Roomba would have definitely bought some time for her, time that she could use to do whatever she pleased instead of vacuuming. Unfortunately, 1 year later, this still often gets brought up during arguments, often coupled with her crying. So, am I the asshole in this situation?
Okay.
I should also add that I would have never gifted my wife a vacuum cleaner or anything along these lines. I saw the Roomba as a robot that would fully take over this task, which is why I thought it was a good idea. Edit number 2, I asked her numerous times before Christmas last year what she would have liked to receive, and she repeatedly told me that she does not want anything. I was left to guess and chose the most practical gift that I was certain she would be able to make use of.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my little 2 cents on this because I don't think he's the asshole for this, but I do believe that there is some stuff going on in this marriage or whatever, right? That is causing this animosity. Wow, I'm using big words. All right, so personally, this is what I think is that what's going on. Personally, I think that she is kind of not holding grudges, but you know, like you're gone you only come back twice a month for a weekend. Okay, so like here's the thing, you're barely seeing your family, and so your wife, I feel like this comes up in a lot of relationships, but typically, like not typically, but since she's home, she's doing a lot of the cleaning, and she may not think that it's fair in her head that she's doing all this cleaning, right? So I think that it wasn't necessarily a bad gift, and I don't think it was you being an asshole, but what I do think is that she was possibly holding some grudges about you not helping out around the house. Or, now here's the other thing. From what she said, this should be the whole family's job. The kids are old enough to vacuum. The kids are old enough to have chores. And if the chores aren't helping out while you're not home, that is an issue, and that is an issue that needs to be resolved by both you guys talking to your kids, you know? So I think it's more of she's overwhelmed. She's probably just overwhelmed. And she probably wants you home. Like that's pretty much probably all that it is, dude. Like that is a tough situation to be in, and I understand that the guy wants to provide for his family and everything. Like that is what you really should be trying to do in your life, right? As long as you can provide enough for your family, it's great. But I think in this situation, the wife wants him home, and I can totally understand that because he's barely ever home. In my head, that is what I'm thinking is happening. I'm not saying that it's going to be accurate or not, but we will find out. We will find out, and yeah, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Shane,
Here we go.
thoughts?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what do you think?
Okay.
We're not doing this. No, I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Okay.
No, I swear to God.
This is another one of those stories where I don't like a lot of how it's written.
I agreed. I also very much agree.
To me, like, I'm just like, unless she had asked for a Roomba, and you're not seeing your wife much at all.
Hold up.
it's
I'm gonna
like,
take off my
you
sweater.
got-
This black on black ain't working right now. All right. Now we're black on desaturated black, so at least it's a little bit of color. Don't look at my receding hairline. All right. Here we go. What does he say?
That's solely just like focused on like, oh, well, you're a stay-at-home mother. Here's something to help you out with that stuff. I'm like, I don't know.
I
think
could.
It sounds like there's a big separation between the two of them. He starts it off by talking about how like we argue all the time.
Okay.
She
That's what I was
brings it
gonna
up
say.
with her cry.
So, yeah, that's the thing. There's a separation between the two of them. And I also do understand where Shane is coming at from that standpoint of get her a vacuum that she's doing her daily duties with, right? They're married. Like, get her a necklace. Get her a massage or whatever. Get her something that treats her and not something that kind of reminds her of what she has to do, you know, or not has to do, but is doing for the family, right? So yeah, I totally agree. I totally think that could be a difference of what could be expected for gifts, I guess. Um, I think a necklace or massage or something that would have treated her probably would have been better in that situation, especially since he is not home most of the time. Getting a vacuum is that's a gray area. I can understand what Shane is talking about. Like that is tough. That is very tough.
And I'm just like, it sounds like you guys need to actually connect on an
Yeah,
emotional
I
level and,
agree.
like,
Completely agree.
be like people
Yep.
to each other.
That's
not
what I'm
just
saying.
roles in your family.
Yeah, I think like the idea of a gift. If
By the way, I'm
if
getting a
she
haircut.
didn't specify-
I'm getting a haircut this Saturday, so I won't be wearing hats as much. Thank God, because I haven't gotten a haircut in like 2 months. It's pretty long right now, and I really, really need to like cut it. Like right now, I kind of look like, I'm homeless, to say the least. Like I trimmed up my beard, but still looking like I'm homeless.
or mention wanting that, it doesn't really bring out like a closeness or an intimacy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Yeah.
especially between
I
like, two
agree. I
partners,
completely
your
agree.
gift is something like, oh, I know you didn't think of this, so I thought you would never buy this for yourself, so this. But
Here's the other thing. Like, if you got vacation time, you didn't really specify anything about vacation time or how much time you have off, and whether you use it to spend time with your family or whatnot. I hope you have a decent amount of vacation time because really, face off, you're missing out on your child's lives, both of them. Um, and you're not connecting with the person that you chose to marry. And that is going to cause a lot of turmoil in the relationship. Like, and it's going to be hard to come over or get past without seeing either a couple therapists or figuring out what you need to do with your job. Because, dude, you're gone way too much. I don't know what you were doing. Maybe truck driving. That could be it. That really could be it. I do know some families that were like that growing up. But yeah, I mean, you just really need to be there with your family. It's gonna be hard to connect with your family when you're not there, and it's gonna be hard to pick Christmas gifts when you're not there. It's gonna be hard to know what to do when you are not around the people that you love. So honestly, my whole recommendation for this situation would just be find a new job. Also, I'm not saying that you're the asshole, but you're also not the asshole. So yeah, I guess
just like
more
something that
more of
helps
Shane
you
and
from
all
with
of
day to
them.
day that you didn't express wanting, but you were just like, this will help you. Doesn't like bring you closer together. Like a gift.
Agreed.
Like, hey,
Agreed.
I thought of you when I saw this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
insane,
it's
and
a
that is
sweet
very
thing, but
true.
This isn't.
God, this one is just making me talk a lot. Guess I'm in a very talkative mood today, but I also agree. I completely agree. Like from the standpoint of you saw this and it made you think of your wife, like a vacuum, dude. That's insane. That should not be what you are thinking is the best option for a Christmas gift. I can understand buying it on Black Friday, right? Get the deal on it, bring it to the house, whatever. But a Christmas gift is kind of insane. That is, and I guess the more and more I'm like thinking about it, and the more I'm listening to these guys talk, the more absurd it kind of sounds in my head of what went through your head to make you think that was a good Christmas gift, you know? Especially to your wife that takes care of the house. It's kind of insane. Kind of like take a step back, reevaluate the situation, and then go from there. But yeah, crazy situation to be in.
They've been married a long time because they have a son or a daughter who's 15, so they've clearly been married a long time. It
Yeah,
just sounds
definitely.
like, and I mean, I'm not a couples therapist. I'm not like in any way qualified, and nor have I experienced being married that long or having kids like that. But it just feels like they've lost track of like what's important to each other.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know. This reads as just kind of like, hey man, you need to talk to your wife.
Yeah. No, and that was my whole thing. Like, dude, you really gotta talk to your wife because like you're not with her. You lost that spark. I guarantee you that you have. Like, whatever's still there is probably just embers on a old fire, dude. Like, you need to reconnect, and that's the only way to keep relationships alive and stay close and connected is to keep things going and changing and keep her on her toes and all that fun stuff. You just gotta you gotta be romantic in a sense, and a vacuum cleaner is not romantic, dude. It's just not.
Is my takeaway.
Or just like, hey, man, throw in a bracelet.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's
it's-
what
I
I'm saying.
kind of, it makes me want to ask more questions for this
Yes.
guy. That's my
Mm.
big takeaway.
Move
It's like, hey, what else do you guys do?
Just a little
Like,
bit,
you're
so I
never
can be
there,
better in
so when
screen.
you are there, do you guys ever like
I gotta
hang
find
out?
something
Right.
to put
Yeah.
right
like
over
my
there.
dad got my mom.
I need to find something to put right on that wall. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know, because I like this view better. Because when I'm sitting in the middle of my desk, I am in the middle of the camera, right? It's perfect. But when I'm over here, that wall is blank. This wall at least have some stuff, but that wall's nothing. And it's a brick wall, so I can't even really, like, drill holes into it, you know? So I gotta find something. I don't know what yet, but any recommendations down below? Put them in the comments, dude. Seriously, more feedback on the videos, everything, all that fun stuff.
Like a new set of pots for Christmas recently, but it was very much like, well, you cook for me, so.
Okay, but I got you Tupperware.
See, but you knew I needed it.
Right.
And that's the thing. Hold up. So like gifts like this, I feel like should only be gifted if they are asked for, like wedding registries, right? They're asking for kitchen stuff. Get them kitchen stuff. But don't just get it out of the blue. I do think that is a little wild. I don't remember the last time I saw my father get my mom something for a specific holiday or Mother's Day or whatnot that was an appliance sort of situation that she did not ask for. That's the thing. And if you don't know what she wants, you're missing out too much on her life, on each other. You just need to be more connected, and you're not connected. So figure out that job situation.
But it's also a matter of what, like, knowing each other.
I hope there's an update on this one.
Time together, which I don't think they do.
I don't know if there's such a thing as like a
And it was nice Tupperware, by the way. It was
Really good to put.
Oh yeah. There's no such thing to me as like a bad gift objectively. Of like,
Agreed.
that is a bad gift. It's like anything can be a good gift for
the right
person
person.
who
Agreed.
wants that, and
Agreed.
that's- You're on the same page and you understand them. But that's kind of what a gift is, right? Is like showing
Yep.
someone like I understand you and I see you.
Yeah.
And she didn't feel seen. It feels like they're not on the same page at all.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm forgiving him for the Roomba. In that she didn't say what she wanted, and not
Yeah,
everyone is good at giving gifts. So it's just like, okay, like, I don't. This is not my. This is.
I
not
guess
my
from
love
that
language.
situation.
I don't do this well, and I know that about myself. And he says that. What I can't forgive him for is that he says time is his love language, and he's not giving that to her.
And I completely
saying how
agree.
he
I completely
doesn't
agree. That is a
spend time
difficult.
with his
No,
family
that
and
is
his
wrong.
wife, even though he treasures it so deeply. How deeply do you treasure it? It sounds like the price of your salary is how much you treasure that time.
Yeah,
No kidding.
I don't think he says that time is his love language. He says, I think that time is one of the most precious gifts, and that Roomba would have definitely bought some of some.
He
for
just
her.
answered his own question, and I can't believe I didn't really realize this earlier. He said, time is one of the most precious gifts. You know what you get your wife for Christmas? A fucking week. Give her a week where you're just home, helping out around the house, helping her, you know? And then there you go. Probably the best gift that you could possibly give her. Allow her to go to a massage while you're doing all that stuff. Spend some quality time together while the kids are off at school. Do something. I think that probably would have been the best gift that you could have given her. Like, literally the best gift. All right, well, I guess we'll see where that goes.
Like she wouldn't have to do as much around the house because the Roomba would be doing it.
But he's recognizing that time is
Yep.
Yeah, is
the
important,
ultimate gift.
and he's not there.
and he's not
Mhm.
giving it to
Agreed.
her. Give her
Yeah.
that time. Give her a vacation. Say, I got us this cruise that we can
Yeah.
just spend quality
Agreed.
time together.
Agreed.
Yeah. I see it as like there's other issues going
I
on
agree.
here.
Yeah.
I don't
There's definitely
like
other
his
issues going
reaction
on.
to it and the way he's explaining it to us.
Yeah.
And then just bringing up like, yeah, she brings it up whenever we argue and it's accompanied by her crying. I'm like, is that supposed to make me feel bad for you? Because
No, that's animosity, dude.
It's also-
that makes me
Definitely.
have a lot of questions.
Definitely. Do you guys have Roombas?
If he wants you to ask him about the Roomba's name. His Roomba is named.
I had a Roomba for a bit. I had like a cheaper Roomba, like because Roombas are expensive.
Yeah.
But like I got one on like sale that was really good, and it worked fine for a while. But to be honest,
Hey, I'm also very tired right now, so just
I love vacuuming.
I love mopping too.
I just used all my energy in the first 20 minutes of this video. I'm kidding. It's still gonna be an
What's your Roomba's
entertaining.
name?
Saphira.
Saphira.
Yeah,
That is such a weird name.
Oh, I was gonna say because it's like a circle.
That's what I was thinking.
Are sapphires circles?
No, I meant like
Sphere.
it's
Sphere, yes.
it's like
Sophia.
a circle, so sphere.
Spherica.
Okay. No.
Oh,
Spherica.
sapphire.
Sapphire, guys.
Whoa.
Huh?
That was awesome, you guys.
It's like a note.
I think also I agree that a Roomba is not.
Okay, is there any
sale.
updates? Let's
That's
see.
a gift for the household and not her. It shows you primarily regard her as a housekeeper
Yeah.
and not a partner.
I completely agree.
That are not
I
about
completely
serving
agree.
Family.
Yeah.
Someone said, "You're the asshole, OP. Had you realized it offended her and apologized instead of defending it, I feel like it would have been more of a no one's the asshole. Regardless of whether you personally would have enjoyed the gift or not, she didn't like it and told you it offended her. I see how it comes off to her that you think of her as the housekeeper and not your wife. However, you could have redeemed yourself and apologized. You didn't.
Yeah, there was no apology.
Yeah, you didn't, which further implied the original thought of her being just a housekeeper. Someone said, "You're the asshole. This is a rookie mistake. Husband thinks wife will appreciate a machine to make her work easier. Wife thinks my husband sees me primarily as a housekeeper and not as a romantic partner. If you want to relieve her of this one burden, that's a nice thought, but don't make it a Christmas gift. Make it a contribution to the welfare of the household. That's what your wife meant when she said,
Agreed.
this
I
should
don't
not
think
be
there's
a
gonna be an
present directed at her,
update,
but
so
to the
let's
family."
move on to the next story.
agree.
Yeah.
Overall judgment. He's the asshole. Spend some time with your wife, dude, and your family, your kids, dude. You're missing out on so much.
Guy I'm seeing legitimately thinks Santa Claus is real.
How old?
Okay, let's find
Yeah,
out.
I need to know this, dude.
How old do you think? Let's guess on age.
23.
23.
I was thinking 23 as well.
Oh, let's make it interesting. 27.
I
Oh, I
think
hope
he
not.
actually believes Santa is a
I
real
hope not.
person in some capacity and thinks he delivers presents to his family personally. I'm probably going to leave tomorrow because it's been awful so far and I just want out. I'll call him Adam. Adam,
Yeah.
who is a 25-year-old man,
25.
is from a pretty rural area. up in
Quarter
the
of
north,
a
keeping
century.
it vague on purpose, and his family are what I'd consider religious extremists. He told me this before I, a 23-year-old woman, came to see them for Christmas, that they were very religious, as are mine, so I thought it would be similar. I'm not seeing my own family, as I just have my abusive mom left, and we are no contact.
Oh.
Okay. I've only been seeing him a
What
couple
a-
months, and his beliefs
What a bomb to drop, dude. What a bomb to drop.
have
That's
only
insane.
come up minimally, and Santa Claus was not part of that. LOL.
Well, yeah.
I don't even think we've mentioned it at all, despite walking around Walmart with Christmas decorations / holiday stuff on shelves and him saying he wishes there was more Christian decor. Adam and his family call Santa Saint Nick to start off with. He has a large family, and we had a lot of regular Christmas Eve activities all day, including cooking breakfast and dinner with his family, sitting around and playing with the children, going to a church event around lunchtime. When
Okay,
we
get
went
to the
church,
juicy
his mom
part.
would shake her head disapprovingly at some references towards Santa Claus the pastor made and would whisper to his younger brother and her nephew next to her. I didn't hear what she said. When we made dinner, she told me to fix a plate for Saint Nick, and I laughed and said, "Cookies aren't enough?" And Adam shot me a horrified look. I felt the gaze of his mother, and she gave me this sort of fake smile and said, "No, hun, that's not a filling meal." So I loaded up about as much as I gave Adam and the men in his family and put it on a plate. His mom put tin foil over it and put it in the fridge in the garage. At some point, about 2/3 his family left. The children went to bed after about an hour of it being dark. Adam's mom told them
This is kind of insane, guys. This sounds like a cult. Like, that's
to go
wild.
home to bed so Saint Nick can have his dinner and start to deliver presents. This gave me the implication that he would start his night here rather than just stop by and have cookies and leave. I'm not sure. His mom read a couple passages out of the Bible about family as we sat around their wood-burning stove and we discussed my family situation a bit. Adam's dad then told Adam and I, as well as his little sister, to go to the guest house to sleep. It was about 9 p.m. I changed in the bathroom and said goodnight to them and was about to walk out the door with Adam when his mom snapped her fingers and said, "Hun, you're forgetting the most important part of Christmas?" Adam looked pale for a sec before kind of nervously laughing and stepped back to the door holding my hand. We went out into the garage where he grabbed...
I am so confused on where this is gonna go. This just sounds so like she's really good at storytelling, because this could be like like one of those horror movies, like Get Out, one of those movies. That's kind of what it sounds like. Kind of sounds like you just walked into a cult. Like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Plate. I said something like, "She's really serious about Santa getting his food, huh?" Trying to lighten the mood. He squeezed my hand really hard and said, "Yes, I'd say it's serious." We went back into microwave the meal, and we awkwardly stood there in front of the microwave watching the plate turn around. Oh. I felt his parents' gaze on the back of my head. I said something again, I can't even remember what, kind of lighthearted about Santa having a full stomach if he eats like this at every house.
She's killing it. She's killing it.
Really doing.
Yeah, she's
Adam
funny.
Gripped my hand harder
I will
than
agree.
he did before, and the first sign of affection he had given me in front of his parents all night, and said, "His name is St. Nicholas, and he only eats his dinner here. Don't be disrespectful in our home." It sounds calm, all typed out like that, but the way he said it gave me chills. His parents didn't say anything, and I felt like I was going to cry. I left to walk in the backyard to the guest house, and his sister was waiting in this mostly empty living room area. She said she started the wood-burning stove, and she showed me where to sleep, a twin bed next to her, and said Adam would be in the next room over with his younger brother.
What?
I just laid down.
The brother, he's going over there. She's sleeping next to the sister.
Yeah.
He's sleeping next to
They're super religious.
I just laid down, and I
Oh
heard
my
Adam
God.
come in maybe half an hour later and go straight to bed. I've just been laying here unable to get sleep because I'm so anxious, LOL, and I already hear movement in the main house at this point, and I don't know what to think. I thought after everyone had left, mostly small children, the Saint Nick talk would end. I think his family, or at least him and everyone younger, legitimately believe this is a real person. His parents are really strict and live relatively off-grid and isolated.
Oh my God.
Service here, so I'll see if this posts because I can't.
Dude, you walked into a cult. You might die.
I feel like I'm in a horror movie where they believe
Yeah.
Santa is like a distant uncle or something.
Yeah.
Does anyone know of any traditions like this? They killed a pig sometime in the last week as well as a couple chickens, and the whole family is coming back tomorrow, and maybe it'll be less weird with more people being here. A few of his cousins gave me a more modern vibe rather than the rest of his nuclear family, but I don't know. I might just head back and stay at my apartment a couple hours away alone. I don't think I can continue seeing him. It's just been so weird.
This.
I would get out. Like what the movie says, get out. You know what's going through my head right now? That you literally walked into a horror movie and this is some sort of like long family tradition that they have been keeping on forever, and you probably won't know. They probably all believe that Saint Nick is real, and like I don't know. That's just crazy to think about because of the fact that I don't know. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen Supernatural, but there's like that family tradition where they hunt and kill people. All that stuff that they just kind of keep to themselves that they think is normal. I think they truly believe that Saint Nick is real. Either that or there's just some random guy that sits out in the middle of the woods that they feed on Christmas that gives them like dead bunnies or something for Christmas gifts. I don't know what's going on, but this is creepy as hell. I would get out of that house as fast as you possibly can. And if they try and stop you, you're fucked. Call 911. This is insane. Oh my God. This is, okay, this is so creepy.
Okay, I have theories.
I have theories too.
This is some demon shit.
Yeah, it's something, bro.
Ritualistic. They are haunted by something. I don't know what kind of spirit it is pretending to be Santa.
I was gonna say, reading through this story, I'm like, she's like, yeah, haha, oh, they believe it. I'm like, no, I think something's coming. No, I actually kind of agree in that situation. I low-key, like the way she wrote that story, I low-key feel like there is somebody creepy just chilling in the woods, maybe an outhouse 20 miles away. I don't know, but maybe like a town person or whatever that literally just goes into people's garages, he eats their food, and then leaves gifts. And if you don't leave him food, then maybe he
kills you or something. I don't know, or maybe he does something bad. I don't know, but it's creepy. It is really creepy.
This family, I believe something is definitely coming.
I completely agree. This is wild. This is so wild.
You know what? It's probably gonna eat the pig too that they slaughtered that week. Maybe they said pigs and chickens. That's some ritual shit.
It's like a Christmas Get Out.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's literally what it is.
Without all the other stuff.
Yeah.
No, this is like there's a few movies I'm thinking of, but it's like no
Krampus.
It's like the ritual. It's like yeah,
Yes.
a demon is gonna show up. It's like we have
Yeah.
to eat it. Everybody be
Yeah.
cool.
But what, guys? The demon also brings gifts?
Just go to your room.
Just go to your room.
And none of
Dude,
that.
this is literally creepy.
Saint Nick.
His name is Saint Nick.
Played out.
And you need to give him a
As
full
long as the
meal.
wood keeps burning the entire night, you'll be fine.
I think this is my new favorite Reddit story.
Yeah, I love
need
Yeah, no, this is really good. I hope there's updates. I really hope there's updates.
Sounds like you stumbled onto a Santa worshiping
Worshipping cold, that's what I was saying, dude. This is wild. This is so weird.
My kids to wake up on Christmas morning, and I don't mean to make light of a very awkward situation, but I am laughing so hard. Someone said, if this is real, I think you should get out now.
Yeah.
Probably would have just left in the middle of the night. Hell, I'd walk if I had to.
No, see, that's how you get killed.
If you had tried
That
to
right
leave.
there is how you get killed. You sleep the night, and they have done this a million times. You stay the
And
night,
you're the
you
pig.
leave, then you're the pig. If you leave,
You're the
pig.
Yeah.
You must go.
No,
You must go
You
the
know how
next
this,
day.
You know how this.
They've got this mastered down since he was a child. They've got the ritual down.
Stay there for the
don't
ritual.
With the ritual, just
Do
stay
not
there
fuck
for
with
the
the ritual.
pig.
You know how this works in a horror movie? She gets up in the middle of the night, gets in her car, drives all the way to her apartment, hours, gets home, gets to her apartment, goes, oh my God, I just need to grab like a drink or something. She opens up her fridge, and the tinfoil dinner that they prepared is in her
Oh my god.
Family's dead.
That'd be
And the
creepy as hell. That would be creepy as hell.
Christmas morning. And you got a Roomba.
Good
Wild
callback.
shit, guys. This is some
wild.
This is creepy. This is really creepy. I was not expecting this this should have been on the Halloween Reddit story one. Like, this is creepy, full on creepy. Like, I don't know what to do type of creepy. This is kind of insane. This should not be holiday. This is not joyful, cheerful, any of that fun stuff.
This
I had
is not
goosebumps.
Santa.
This is not Santa.
The Damien on my shoulder is like, it's probably fake, but I'm enjoying.
Well, I'll go, no,
It probably is fake, but still, it's creepy as hell.
something's not right.
This is also the thing. There are families with some weird traditions out there. And there's also cults.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
do exist.
Yes.
Families with weird traditions and cults, small, thin line.
Yeah.
Update.
Yeah!
Please and thank you, dude.
Oh.
It is Santa.
I swear to God, if they wake up and there's, I don't know,
Hot
Wheels
Wheels and Barbies.
and they just move on and they open gifts.
No.
Just normal Christmas?
No.
Oh, that's the worst. That's worst case scenario.
I'd lose my
Worst
mind.
case scenario.
I'd lose my mind.
I'd lose my mind. I need to see a demon now.
Yeah.
I want to be like, is there blood on the gifts?
The update. I'm still alive, not dead.
Not that good.
Holidays ended horribly, and my relationship is over.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Probably for the best now that I've had time away from him, talked to my friends, read comments, etc.
Yeah.
Essentially ruined Christmas.
Please
Satan
tell me.
Literally left the food untouched because there was a non-believer in the house, and Adam's mom made a point of it being because I was there, and I was essentially barred from seeing him and called a degenerate in front of his whole family.
Detention degenerate.
Detention degenerate.
That's crazy,
I think
dude.
This is it. I can't imagine typing out another few paragraphs of the worst Christmas I've ever had, completely alone with crazy religious nuts, and in my feels only for it to be called a horror movie in the making. Like, yeah, I know. My life right now just sucks. I wish there was more to say.
I'm telling you right now, this Reddit story is gonna be turned into a TV show or a movie or something. Like, it's gonna be turned into a movie. That is absurd. It's so creepy.
Or it was more dramatic for everyone wanting that, but I just don't have it in me. I wish I had a real family and relationships that don't suck. I wish I had answers for you of why his family is so crazy around the holidays and aren't normal people that let their son date girls outside their borderline Amish lifestyle. I don't know. The end.
No!
Oh, we
They
need to
didn't
know.
get know.
She's alive, that's all that
She
matters.
didn't say anything about the
Because she woke up and the mom said, he didn't eat the meal. St. Nick didn't come because...
So who ate the meal last year?
Well, no.
ate the meal last year?
No, the mom is saying, like, St. Nick didn't eat it
Didn't come
because
because
you're
she-
a
We know,
non-believer.
No, that's so wild.
Who eats it?
Probably the mom.
Someone's eating the meal, Shane.
I think this is a Friday the 13th situation. The mom is really the killer.
I think so too.
Did I spoil Friday the 13th to you?
I've never seen it.
Sorry. Halloween's already passed.
Why is it always the woman? Okay.
That's only the OG. Then
kidding.
Jason Voorhees comes back and starts killing people.
Okay, I need
I need much
people
more
to talk.
information.
We need to know.
She needs to just drop their names so we
This
can look
just
them
sounds
up.
okay. This
We'll
to me,
invite 'em.
this to me rides on. This
No,
rides on
don't
super
do that.
controlling,
Don't do
religious,
that. This is
ridiculous
so
family
bad.
who found
This
an
is
opportunity
so
to
creepy
to
and
control
so
him,
scary. It's
his
just.
son, and make him
Yeah,
break up with.
I don't think it's just that. I don't. I think this is just a way to control the kids' lives. Like, I wonder what other weird stuff they do in that family. Like, this cannot be it. This can't be it. There has to be more than just the Santa Claus believing and all that stuff. There has to be more that goes on in that house. In all honesty, it could have been a whole lot worse. Like, maybe, hear me out. Maybe, like, other holidays, other events, other things, right? They do other creepy stuff. Maybe they just do creepy stuff throughout the week. Like, maybe you have to, I don't know, brush your teeth at 7 o'clock on the dot. Otherwise, the tooth fairy won't come. Dude, this is crazy. This is literally crazy.
Like, just to
Yeah.
shame and like be awful.
But
Yeah.
to not have the ability to think critically like that, I guess.
Well,
a lot
I
of people
mean,
A
don't.
lot of
depends on
people
your-
like that.
There's a lot. Your circumstances. Sometimes you don't have control over that, and your mindset is so limited, and you didn't choose that. It just happened because of the way you were raised.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This is extreme.
got real. What the hell?
Year
What do
for
you
him.
fucking
It
do?
was just bad.
I know I didn't say anything, but I think I'm just gonna skip to right here where viewers peak, because this looks like it's gonna be something funny, either funny or creepy or another update from whatever reason.
Worst
But
thing I've ever seen.
Oh, we
I have
to
to
see
bring
a
it in.
picture
It's
of
like
it.
Jesus is an egg.
What do you mean Jesus is an egg?
I like rolled up a piece of clay, and he's an egg.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
Wise
Jesus is
men,
an egg.
and Jesus
is an egg.
and the
Jesus
wise.
is an egg and God's a bird.
I don't know what they're really talking about.
It's weird looking. It looks like a Matisse.
A what?
That's
that
about to
sounds
be the
amazing.
peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds professional.
Anyway, I'm trying.
Did you guys ever get coal?
Did you?
No, but my little brother did.
Really?
Yeah.
Devastating.
Wait, and he got 0 gifts.
He got a couple gifts, but like I got way more, and he had to.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I can't.
I've never heard of that.
I've never actually heard of that
It
either.
was a
to it.
bad year
What do
for
you
him.
fucking do?
He was just bad at school.
Focus.
He was getting bad grades.
Stop focusing
just
on
a
my
lot of
mic.
things.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he fire up the grill?
All right, let's go to the next story.
that's
We
my
got
job. He's not
we
allowed
got
to touch
time
the
for about one more story. Hopefully this one I can talk more on. The last one I was just very like interested in. Like, it was just creepy. It was so weird, and yeah.
Queen story.
Yay.
And this is very like, but this is also very like fall festive story
Okay.
here. All right. Am I the asshole? October 29th of 2020.
During quarantine, keep that in mind. I have a feeling it's gonna play real.
Okay.
Would I be the asshole if I put a birthday hat on my neighbor's pumpkin?
No?
Okay.
Well, it's
Because it's been out for a year.
I share a
Oh.
porch. I share a porch with one neighbor who is notorious for not cleaning up after herself or her kids. For
Yep.
example, one time there was a broken longboard sitting right in front of their door that they would step over every day to get into their unit. For 7 months, they just ignored it.
That is
Until one
crazy.
day, I asked the oldest kid, who's 15, a 15-year-old boy, to please clean it up. He's a good kid and instantly threw it away. I told him thank you, and that was that. Now, I know I could have cleaned it up myself, but I don't want to assume that they didn't want it. I don't know, maybe it had sentimental value? Plus, I constantly clean up the shared porch, throwing away trash, picking up cigarette butts, sweeping, clearing cobwebs. I have known her to sweep the porch all of one time in the
That's
6
crazy.
years she has lived there. Last year, October 2019, I bought several small sugar pumpkins and placed them on my porch next to my jack-o'-lanterns. After
Sugar
Halloween, I
pumpkins.
threw all of them away in an unused wooded area next to my apartment complex so they could decompose. The next day, I found one of these sugar pumpkins back on the porch outside of her door. I know that it was one I had bought because of the particular
crazy.
markings on it. Okay, weird, but whatever. I'm glad someone is enjoying it. I figured she would throw it away after Thanksgiving, then after Christmas, then after New Year's. Well, it's now been a year.
That's crazy, dude.
Still there.
That's
It
crazy.
is nasty.
Oh, I bet it
looks
is.
like it has practically melted into the porch.
Oh, I believe
She
it.
has
It
put
probably
Halloween
has.
decorations all around it and still hasn't cleaned it up. I think it's gross, but left it there on principle because I'm tired of cleaning up after a grown woman. We work opposite shifts now, so I never see her. I also don't have her phone number because she is constantly changing it. I was thinking of leaving her a note asking her to please clean it up, but I'm worried it will somehow come across as rude. So I think I might have
Put a birthday hat on it. Honestly, like, I don't think you're the asshole for that. I think that's hilarious. I think that's straight up hilarious. They need to learn to clean,
a
dude.
little fun with it. I'm considering putting one of those little pointy birthday hats on it and a sign saying "Happy First Birthday" over it. Personally, I think it would be hilarious and get the point across, but my
I
husband
agree.
thinks we should just suck it up and clean it up.
No.
And I don't want to do so out of principle.
Don't.
So Reddit, would I be the asshole if I celebrated the pumpkin's first birthday?
Not at all. Do it. I say
okay,
go for
we
it.
have a
Go
photo
for
of,
it.
I guess the pumpkin.
Yes.
Oh my god, I bet it's,
It's
f***ing disgusting.
It's basically gone.
That is disgusting. That is so gross.
Oh, that ruined the yard.
Stained the concrete,
I
probably.
hate to
That's
say it,
disgusting.
I would
That
be
is
someone who ended up
disgusting.
Cleaning up because I'm like, well, that's a health hazard for all. of
Yeah,
us.
that
like,
probably has so much mold on it. That's so unhealthy. Definitely clean it up.
What's coming out of that now?
I mean, do leave the hat on it for a day or two, see if they get it. But if not, clean it up. Fucking get a mop and a bucket and wipe that stuff away. Just get it away. That's so nasty, dude. That should not be staying up there year round. This is another story that I cannot add so much depth to because the only thing I can really say is, no, you're not the asshole. That's literally the only thing I can say. So,
Why is it not? Hey, the pumpkin's rotting.
We
it
might do
smells a
one
little
more
weird.
story.
Can you clean that up?
Yeah, I mean,
Also-
that's what. It's like hopefully they would listen and
We'll go ahead and.
Let's see what they-
Like,
And you'll
hey,
always be doing that.
driver,
Yeah.
etc. Because I'm sure you're not the only one who is taking.
let's see what we
notice.
got.
Someone said, "Not the asshole." I'm willing to bet she wouldn't even notice if you put a hat on it. Give it a
Yeah,
day or
that's
two
what
with
I'm
the hat
saying.
For a good chuckle. Someone said, "You would be the asshole. I realize you're frustrated, but you're substituting passive-aggressive bullshit for just having it out with your gross neighbor. Why are you cleaning their half of the porch anyway? Put a mental line between their half and your half and be done with it. You're going to create problems for yourself if you do the birthday hat routine anyway. So why
How?
not just do the adult thing and talk to the person directly? Either way, it will be a shit show. So
That's
just
the neighbor
get
speaking.
it over
That's the
with,
neighbor.
instead of being childish.
That's the neighbor.
I don't know. I agree
yeah.
with like go talk to them, like, but I also think I agree with the other comment. I don't think they're gonna even notice.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I
that
think
sign's
he could
gonna
start.
be there.
He could start dumping his trash on their porch, and
They're
I
gonna
think
know.
they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't notice."
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I think if they put a whole birthday,
Agreed.
I don't know, bunch of birthday stuff.
Update. He put the birthday stuff on it, and now with different angles, you can really see how gross that pumpkin
Oh, it's
is.
catty as though. That's pretty catty.
A balloon too is
Can
insane.
I see it again?
The pumpkin's disgusting though.
Is that just green goop?
You know what this
Yeah.
is?
No.
This is-
no, Shane.
This is me after a shoot block when it's someone's birthday.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if the kids are bringing it back or like the longboard, the pumpkin, and the mom just thinks it's the neighbors. Maybe the kids are blaming it on the neighbors. Especially since it was a pumpkin that you originally bought. If a kid brought it back and didn't tell the mom, there you go. The mom thinks it's yours.
This is wrong. That is not right.
Happy birthday!
That's Resident Evil.
Yeah, it is.
It is Resident
That's
Evil.
Resident.
Isn't there a new
Evil
one
right
out?
there.
Or am I
It's like
tripping?
Goosebumps slime.
But also just, I don't know. The happy birthday thing is,
It's now seeing it in person. I'm like,
It's pretty.
he has a balloon. He didn't say. He was
Yeah, the balloon's kind of insane. That's crazy. That's going a little far.
and then a sign and all this stuff. It's also really funny.
It is really
but
funny.
It's also just like, Jesus, dude.
It's a prank. It harms nobody.
I like it.
It's funny. It's
I like
smart.
it. I think it's funny.
like witty.
Yeah, it's good. It's whatever.
Is there
That's crazy.
No.
What?
That was it. That was it. It was
They probably didn't even notice.
They just did it. They're probably not going to notice.
And
They had
probably
a
didn't even-
longboard in front of their door that they stepped over. for
No,
some
they
reason.
probably-
Didn't
yeah.
even notice.
Their
All right, let's watch the short one, and then I
It was
think
probably
that's
like,
gonna be
"Who
it.
Put a birthday hat on the pumpkin outside.
Just because. Ooh.
Our next story comes from
If you guys would like a longer Reddit story for those that are still here, right? Oh god, I hate this mic being focused on in the camera. If you guys would like a longer Reddit story, like a Reddit story video, do me a favor, put that in the comments. Like the video. If this gets X amount of likes, I don't really care. I'll do a longer Reddit story, but a Reddit story video. But for now, I think this is what we're gonna stick with. Around an hour, I feel like this is the sweet mark. Especially since I'm streaming it. I'm not really editing it because I don't really have all the extra time to put in the effort. Well, I worded that pretty poorly. I could edit it, but I want to make sure that people are liking the videos before I put in that extra effort to make it even better. So if we start getting a decent amount of views, we will start editing them. But yeah, it's just gonna be an hour cut from the stream into YouTube. That's all we're doing. But yeah, if you want longer ones, let me know, and then we'll get longer ones in here.
relationship advice. This was posted January 11th, 2025. So earlier this
Oh
year.
wow, that was
Put a birthday hat on.
literally not even a year ago now.
awesome.
This is a 26-year-old woman. She writes, "My boyfriend, who's 30, got me Pokemon for Christmas, and I can't let it go. Do I call it quits or work it out?"
I ain't gonna lie, I would totally give my fiance Pokemon cards. Not as the main gift, but as a gift, hell yeah, I would totally do that.
Pokemon what?
She just said Pokemon.
Real
She-
Pokemon?
He bought her Pokemon.
He
All
got her Pokemon.
I wonder if
so
it's like
what
plushies
he
or
got her
something.
Exactly. For context, my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years.
Okay.
Since I've known him, he has always
going.
loved Pokemon. Personally, I have no interest, but as his partner, I encourage his hobbies and support him. This past Christmas, we had a few brief conversations about Christmas budgets and have mentioned to each other things we have been wanting. I knew Pokemon packs were on the top of his list, so I made sure to get him some. I mentioned wanting a few beauty products and a specific hoodie. Well, Christmas comes around and I open my gifts. To my surprise, the first one was a pack of Pokemon cards.
What?
Okay, whatever. The next one was a booster box of Pokemon cards. I stop and ask him if he's joking, because this must be a joke, right? Well, he smirks and tells me to keep going. I open my next gift. It was another booster box of Pokemon cards. He was full of excitement while I opened my gifts.
That's crazy.
it. Those were my 3 gifts.
What?
I am not and never have
That's
been
crazy.
interested in Pokemon.
This is that Harry Potter situation from the last video all over again. You got them what you wanted. You got the gift of what you wanted. That is absurd. That is insane. Don't be doing that. I can understand a pack, right? You get that as a gay gift or whatever. Cool. Go for it. But getting your girlfriend of 3 years Pokemon cards when they're not interested in Pokemon. Why is my camera doing this today? When they're not interested in Pokemon is kind of insane. You know what I can do? I can zoom in on my face a little bit. There we go. It's insane. Okay. Dude, still too far in there. You just focus on my face. Okay. Oh, great. Now we're too far zoomed in. Okay. That's gonna be as good as we can get for now. But yeah, literally get them what they want. What else is the purpose of I mean, what are you doing? It's not your gifts. I can understand like you were excited for a recent drop of Pokemon cards and you wanted to spend some money on Pokemon cards yourself. But you gotta do this more rationally. Like, you can't just get that and then give them to your girlfriend and expect them to be okay with that. That is just not okay.
After this, I told him I needed a moment to myself. I went to our bedroom and took a moment to gather my thoughts and lower my temper. When I came back to the living room, there he was on the floor. Both booster packs and the pack of cards he got me were opened and sprawled across the floor. I was in shock. Not only did he get me gifts that I didn't want, but he actually got them for himself and tried to play it off.
Brother, dump him. Dump him right now. That is not I wonder if everything's going on okay mentally in his head, because there's no way you can think about that and think that's a good idea whatsoever. Like, there's no possible way you could think of that and be like, oh yeah, my girlfriend's gonna love me getting her Pokemon cards when she has no interest in Pokemon cards, and then also and then you just go ahead and open them anyway. So even the gift that you got her, that she strictly does not like, and that you should know that she does not like, you go ahead and open them. Literally, I've opened up Pokemon cards. Literally, the best part is opening them. That's the best part. Like, what are you doing, dude?
I have been trying to move past this, as I did not want to seem ungrateful, but I just can't believe he would do something like this. Every time I've tried to bring it up, he has told me how expensive those booster boxes were and how I made him feel bad for not appreciating my gifts. Am I being ungrateful, or is he just a jerk?
He's a jerk. He's a straight up asshole.
What is this?
That's unreal. What is this?
What is this?
Yeah,
Are you gay?
so he didn't get her gifts. He got himself something. And
Yeah.
just said it like.
So what is this, huh?
So what's going on here?
Are we breaking up or what?
So all right.
Break up. That's what they need to do. They just need to break up. Let's.
I just feel like.
Oh, it's
like,
just it's a short one. That's right.
somehow a lot of people miss
They probably.
a lot of.
There's not really
miss
much to
the
say other than,
meaning of
yeah,
giving
dump this
gifts
guy.
and
That's
what that
literally
is.
all you
It's-
can
it's-
say.
It's an expression of love.
He sounds like a baby.
Yeah,
He sounds like a child.
But they've been together for 3 years.
And
How?
He's been alive for 4, so what's the...
Facts.
You'd think she'd be like, oh, there's stuff in the past that he's done.
No,
this,
there's
this. But it's
probably
like, no,
nothing.
this
He's
is
probably always
Including
acted
the
like this
3-year
in some
itch.
sense or another.
3-year itch.
What is
I
that?
actually don't know if that's the exact title.
I thought it was 3 month.
I've heard the 3-year itch.
What's the
Maybe
3-year
it's the
itch?
7-year, or just like it's when shit.
Is
gets
my head on straight, bro?
See, I've always viewed that as 6 months.
Really 6 months?
6 months is where it's like, oh, like this relationship is going great. And my thought is always like, don't make any big commitments.
Yeah, I agree
within
with
6
that.
months. But then I would say like,
I don't know.
do
I
think,
feel like I'm
once you
tripping.
get, like, I don't know. It varies per person.
Yeah,
but
it
3
always
years.
varies. It
3
always
years
varies.
is, I feel like, a mark where it's like once you get past that, it's like, okay, if you move past that and you're doing good.
3 Christmases together to me
Yeah.
is enough to start to see yourself like just natural. Like I feel like people get very comfortable, and sometimes
Yeah.
effort is lost.
That is very
True.
true.
It's true.
That could be.
No, but I feel like with
that's
3 years,
just
it's
no.
Like in my past relationship,
It can't be the 3-year itch or whatever you want to call it, the 3-month itch, the 6-month itch, any of that, because this guy literally bought his girlfriend Pokemon cards and then opened them up himself. This is just him being an asshole. That's all it is.
it ended shortly after 3 years, and it was like, oh, we had just stopped like putting in effort.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is a gift that's like there's no effort there. It's just like, what?
Yeah. He was completely thinking about himself. Completely self-centered.
Like, he deserves jail time.
Yeah, he does.
Barely kidding. Like,
No,
that is-
where it's,
No, I think he's
it's
right.
one of those stories where it's like, this can't be real. It's like, this stuff does really happen. There are people who are like this, but when
This
they do
is
stuff
insane.
this unbelievable, you're like, what? Like, I don't know, you don't even know how to react. She's
Yeah,
sitting here,
he
like,
literally-
minutes after going, what do I
You
like,
dump
move
him.
past
That's
this?
literally what you
He's
do.
acting like this was fine. I wouldn't be able to move past that.
No.
You'd expect it's like you're playing a prank on me. There's a
Precisely.
lot of layers to this. It's like there could be the argument of like, oh, he wants her to get into his interest.
My biggest issue right now is that I'm worried for his mental health. Like, you know how, like, when people, like, you've watched. Some of the people that watch this obviously have watched doctor shows. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but isn't it true that if you get a certain type of brain tumor, or if anybody's a doctor, please comment below and just let me know if I'm not tripping balls or not. Sometimes if you get a brain tumor, your like personality can change. I wonder if it's something like that where he just thought this was a great idea. Like he thought his significant other was into Pokemon, but it turns out he just has a brain tumor and it's protruding out his head. Like, what is going on here? There's no way anybody in their right mind could think that this is a good idea without wanting to be an asshole. Nobody. Either that or maybe he's I don't know, maybe he just doesn't perceive emotions the right way, I guess. I don't know. My eye looked a little swollen. Okay,
It's
we're
like,
fine. We're
cool,
chilling.
like,
We're
that's not a
chilling.
Christmas gift, and she's not into it. You've dated her for 3 years. She's not into Pokemon. He opened her gifts, which means they were gifts to himself.
Yeah.
That's my big takeaway.
Yeah.
Comments. So you're telling me he's known and dated you for at least 3 years and has never paid attention long enough to get you gifts you may actually like, and you're questioning if you want to do this for the rest of your life or not? Someone said, nah, this is crazy. Even if you wanted this, he then opened your gift.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Unforgivable.
Agreed.
Lastly, someone said that's literally insane, and the best possible explanation is that he's wildly emotionally unintelligent.
Yeah.
So if that's what you like, I guess stay with him. I just registered that this is a 30-year-old man. Sis, why?
Oh, I forgot about that point.
That's not going to change.
That's insane. That's not gonna change.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just unfortunate for everyone involved.
Oh, it's like
Everyone?
to me.
It's true.
This is insane. This is literally
Oh
insane.
my God, us a trip.
This guy
and then I
needs
get
a
to
mental
bounce
health
it off of
trip,
this too.
like
But this is
vacation to a
nuts.
therapist type of deal.
She has expressed no interest in this. It's like
I would rather get a Roomba.
And me too.
I'd rather get like I don't know a teeth whitening
Yeah.
coupon,
Absolutely.
like a
Oh,
slap
totally.
in the face, not like a I'm making this about me and my interests.
Yeah.
No, teeth whitening coupon would be very hurtful.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I would.
And I brought it up because my mom did kind of give that to me.
I've gotten that too.
Yeah. And you know what? That's fine.
You know what? That's
Yeah, it's actually good.
Moms do that. Moms are like, I got you these socks because I hate your
Do I need a teeth whitening coupon?
Right? It's a thing.
Best viewers, another bot. Leave my stream
coordinate with
bot.
It's pretty cool. Our
Not
next
bad from
story
here.
is an Am I the Asshole from November 26th.
It doesn't matter. This is a good episode, so I think the next one we record, we're gonna pick up from this point. But that is it for today. It's been about an hour. So if you're still watching, congratulations, you made it an hour. Don't know what you're doing with your life, but I'm glad you're spending it with me. Grab a snack, go enjoy the rest of your night, or if you're enjoying the rest of your night already, thank you for spending it with me. Subscribe. A decent amount of viewers lately. Like it's picking up. It's picking up. Subscribe so I can get more and I can do this more often for you guys, not for me, but for you. Merry Christmas. It's coming out way before Christmas. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the fancy stuff that you would typically do. See you next time. Woohoo! Here's the thing, right? It is Christmas time. I wish there were more things that I could do that were more holiday related, but there's not a lot of Christmas activities that I can get into. My mic stand sucks, by the way, so sorry if it just fucked up all the audio. Hopefully I can fix it in post. But yeah, we're reacting to more Reddit stories like we've been doing for the last, I don't know, 18 some videos. Not really 18 videos, but it's been a lot of videos. Let me move this up. Hopefully that didn't cause a lot of trauma to your ears. Alright, so Reddit videos, right? Smosh as always. Alright. I got my Coca-Cola glass with Mountain Dew. Wait, hold up. Wait, I got this. Drinking Mountain Dew in my Coca-Cola glass because I don't give a damn. If you guys don't know what I'm referencing, you're totally uncultured and you guys should totally look back at like 2013 Vine and figure it out. But more Reddit stories. I know we all love them. I know my input is amazing. I know you guys thrive for this type of stuff. So if you guys are watching this for second, third, first, fourth, 500th, or just, just started to pop in, do me a favor. see right below where you're watching, there's a subscribe button. You should like press it with your nose or with your finger. I don't care. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what I can just do, okay? If you guys want to see something else, let me know. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain. I'm not here to be bored in my basement, okay? Anyways, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, we're gonna watch some more Reddit stories. I'm gonna give my input. You guys leave your input in the comment section so that I have something to read while I'm sitting on the toilet. But besides that, I say we just get right into it. Let's just hop over to Reddit, right? All right, there it is, already at the screen right there. You're watching it, I'm watching it. We're gonna have a good time, a fun time, and it's more of the X's and the oh no's. All right, so we're talking about relationship advice. Smack dab in the middle, relationship advice. And then I think we will finish this one. We should finish this one. We're gonna do it for about an hour. After that, we're just gonna, do our own little thing.
And I'm like, they're trying to trick me.
Little bastard.
So let's watch this shit, huh?
And they'll look at me like, how dare you, Treya? We're trying to get second dinner. You're not a hobbit, you're a cat. They're bastards is what they are.
Yeah.
Let me turn it up a little bit for you guys.
Story. This one comes from relationship advice. We got this, buddy. It comes from mid-2023. Good year. It was pretty mid. A fine
Pretty decent year.
Reddit stories.
Yeah.
Not a bad year.
Okay, this is a 40-year-old woman. My husband, who's 41, together 6 years, snooped on my phone and found out about something I did years ago before we met. Does he have a right to be mad?
No, not at
I'll
all.
get straight into it. For
I don't think so, at least.
Recently, he started to
Unless
think
he was stalking
I'm
him.
messaging and meeting other men. I'm not. I've never messaged anyone since the day of our first date, and I've certainly not met anyone. I don't know where this has come from. We have each other's passcodes for our phones, but I've never once felt the need to look at his, and I don't mind him.
There
reading
shouldn't
mine.
be a need.
But reading my messages, I do mind, as I don't think it's fair on the people I'm talking to. On to what happened. I went to the shops the other day and I left my phone at home. When I got back, my husband got in my face and called me a slag and a tramp and all sorts of other nasty names. He went through my Facebook messages and found a message from
My hair's so messed up, dude.
years ago.
16?
At the time, I was so poor, having just lost my job and having bills to pay. I applied for hundreds of jobs and needed my car to get to
Oh my
interviews.
God, my hair's a
Broke
mess.
down, not terribly, but it needed a new alternator. I messaged a couple friends who
Okay,
can't-
hold up. I just gotta fix my disgusting hair really quick. It don't look the greatest right now. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, for the people that have been watching this stream since the beginning, I talked about me using Hims before because I'm balding, and I am balding, trust me, I'm balding, but my hair's growing back fantastic. Let me tell you real quick, this shit is thick again, right? My receding hairline is coming back. Hims, if you're out there, just sponsor me, baby. I mean, I want some free Him products, you know what I mean? I could really, like, my hair is looking not the greatest today. I mean, I've been wearing a hat all day, but it's growing. It's growing back. It's poking me in my eyeball. All that fun stuff. So, Hims, if you're out there, just let me know, okay? Okay.
We both wanted over 100 pounds, which was a good quote, but I just couldn't afford it. I offered one of them I'd send him a couple of nudes for now and pay him when I got a job. He agreed, and within a day, I was back on the road. Once I had a job, I offered to pay him, and everything was fine. The mechanic is sadly dead now, so my husband has nothing to be wary of. That's okay.
Must have been some real bad pictures.
I mean,
I was gonna say that.
this side of my hair is really stressing me out. I'm gonna have to rewind, guys. I'm sorry.
That he saw me really like, "Ooh."
Let me just go back to right here,
All sorts of
okay?
other nasty names.
I'll stop getting
He went
distracted, I
through Facebook
promise.
messages and found a message from 16 years ago.
16 years.
At the time, I was
Yep.
so poor, having just lost my job and having bills to pay. I applied for hundreds of jobs and needed my car to get to interviews. It broke down, not terribly, but it needed a new alternator. I messaged a couple friends who
Okay.
were mechanics and both wanted over 100 pounds, which was a good quote, but I just couldn't afford it. I offered one of them I'd send him a couple of nudes for now and pay him when I got a job. He agreed, and within a day, I was back on the road. Once I had a job, I
I'm not
offered to
seeing
pay
any
him and
issue.
everything was fine. The mechanic is sadly dead now, so my husband has nothing to be wary of. That's okay.
Must have been some real bad
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
I don't think that's what caused him to die. I don't think so. I guess I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
Cartoon style, they actually just stay there. Yeah, it turns out he exploded.
That's crazy.
Like, seeing the Holy Grail or whatever.
Yeah. Yes. The Indiana
What kind of anime is this, bro?
Okay. After he had finished ranting and raving at me, I told him I'll never forgive him for looking through my phone and invading my privacy. I asked if he'd found anything else, and he said no. I said, see, how many times do I have to tell you? In fact, I'm done telling you. I picked a few things, and I left for my sister's where I still am now. Is what I did 10 years before I met him really that bad? I'm starting to think he's projecting with all these accusations constantly. And
He
now I'm
probably
thinking about
is.
it. Once trust has been broken like this, can it be repaired?
Not really.
The project.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do before they get into everything they're gonna say. This is my whole opinion on this whole situation. First off, times be tough. You gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Now, personally, I want to say I wouldn't do it, but if I was homeless or like if I was having issues, I might be like, yo, what can I do? I actually, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. First off, I'm engaged, so not gonna do it. But if I wasn't engaged, okay, and there was a female mechanic that I knew, I would do the same thing. Okay? Times be tough. I understand it. I don't really. It's hard to put that into perspective because really, OnlyFans is a thing now, right? So, like, if you are sending naked pictures and getting paid for it, why not just get your car fixed? But this was 16 years ago, right? So 16 years ago from 2023. What is that? I can't do quick math. 3, that's 20. 2007, bro. Okay? Times were tough. Right after that, we had the economic collapse of 2008, where the housing market crisis and everything. Okay? There was a lot of stuff going on during that time period. My hair is still stressing me out, okay? Ugh. Okay, whatever. Also, I got this really nasty pimple on my neck. But besides that, my hair is disgusting. Okay? You gotta do what you gotta do. First off, if your husband is stressed out about something that happened 16 years ago, he needs to get over himself. I think he is projecting personally, okay? Because what kind of individual is gonna be like, oh, 16 years ago, you were a whore? What? You can't be doing that. Not at all. Okay, so that's the first issue. The second issue is there shouldn't be a reason why he had to snoop in your phone in the first place. What is he doing, dude? Have some trust in your relationship. My hair is still stressing me out. Okay, so like, no reason to snoop in the phone. No reason to be mad at you. Okay, I think he's projecting. I don't see a single reason why this individual should be mad at you. Okay. I mean, like, this happened 16 years ago when you guys didn't even know each other. You guys have been together for 6 years. That means this happened 10 years before you guys even met. And the mechanic being dead, RIP in peace, but that I don't really think that has any effect on the whole situation. But yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? You paid him back, cool. You paid for the mechanic stuff that you got done on your car, the new alternator, but you just basically gave him an IOU. I don't see any issue with this. If you feel comfortable with that, it's your body. Do what you want to do. I don't think your husband should have any issue with this because it's in your past. If you look, if in every single relationship that you are in, and you look back at what the other person did in their past, and you judge them for it, that is something beyond me. I can't wrap my head around that, okay? Because that is not something that is a healthy relationship. In a healthy relationship, you really do. So, I don't know, bro. I personally, I think this guy's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Personally. Not me, though. I mean, that's wild. I think this is a whole wild situation.
That does almost make me... And, you know, I guess I shouldn't always assume cheating, but it is kind of... it is kind of weird that he.
I
Was,
might
like,
just put my
fishing
hat
for
back
something
on.
to be Like,
No,
see, you
it-
did this because I don't know. Maybe
it's-
our
it's
our
very
man
common.
did something.
it is unfortunately a big telling sign.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Nope.
As far as my understanding, and certainly
Nope.
anecdotally,
So hard to do
it's
this in the
very
camera
common
because I
of,
can't really see
They become
myself.
suspicious because it starts to be like, well, I'm doing this thing to them.
Yeah.
Maybe doing it.
I
to
liked
me.
it better with my hair down.
Something to justify it to, and like.
But my
I
hair's a
just
mess
don't
right
know
now.
Really why it happens, but
Whatever.
it seems to be the case a lot of the time here. And also to like answer.
Is there an update for this shit? If
No,
this
she shouldn't feel guilty.
story?
She shouldn't feel guilty at all. It's her choice on what to do with her body.
Yeah.
She
Agreed.
did it in a way that was just like person to person. You know, is it right?
And it
that
was
the
a
guy
friend,
said
dude.
that? But at the same time, she was in a place of need, and she had to do what she had to do, and she did it.
And you know what? I
Yeah.
applaud her ingenuity. I mean, whoever thought of doing a layaway
Okay,
like that,
I can't
you
do this
know?
hat, bro. It just don't look right. So
Like,
now my hair's just a
Being
mess.
like, I
People
can't
gonna
pay you
clown on me
back
for my
this,
hair,
pulled you
bro.
over? Brilliant.
Oh my god. I feel
agree.
like this side just
It
was
happened
was not cut
16
right.
years ago,
Yeah.
right? Like, and I would let things slide far beyond that for what you did 16 years ago,
Dude,
right?
what
Like,
is
Yeah.
going
especially how
on?
she's describing it like,
Uh.
and I didn't know what to do. She was a young person, like trying to figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
but her husband's coming at her with
What is
inexcusable things, right? Like, it's
Gonna crash out, bro.
I would say it'd be one thing.
My
if
hair
you
is a
were like,
mess.
Oh, like you never told me about this, and I'm curious. Like, but she doesn't owe him that. But just
No.
I could see him being like, oh, like
my
I didn't
God.
know this. But
He also snooped to find it in the first
problem
place.
is how he
Yeah.
found it out was in a way that already just completely destroys
Oh.
everything.
Absolutely. And like this is
Okay.
the math here kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. But when you think about like it's like, yeah, 16 years ago, it's like, well, she's 40 now. And you're like, yeah, it was whatever, it was back then. She was 24.
Right?
That's a young person.
Yeah.
That's a young
And as
person.
she said, she's like, I was in a bind. I was going through a lot. Like,
Sure,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
I
getting
think she's
distracted
talking
again.
Once trust has been broken like this, can it be repaired? She's talking on her end. I think, and I've said this before, when you're already in a place where it's like, I need to snoop through my partner's phone, I'm like, this is already so bad.
Yep.
If you're feeling that way, either, yeah, he's already cheated on her, so that's why he's that way, or it's like,
Oh, my hair is
you're
so
feeling that
stressing
way,
me
you
out
need
right
to go to a
now.
therapist.
Yeah.
That
Should have
is
done this before I even hopped on
hard
stream.
to, like, just how do you fix that, right? It is a massive question, and I don't know what the answer is.
I don't know.
Also, slag? Is that some crazy
Yeah,
British?
what the
is that
hell?
some
It's
crazy
UK.
British
It's-
thing?
it's like
Yeah,
your
slag.
trash. Your
Oh, it is probably it's British.
It
so
is.
I knew it.
I don't know. He's going through something.
Right.
I don't trust him.
I don't
No.
think I
at all.
could ever call.
My hair
no
was
matter how
definitely not
angry
cut
I feel,
evenly.
like, you don't call.
No, that's
someone
a-
or, like a
It's just
sweat,
so
a
stressful.
flag,
I don't
like,
like the fact that it's
no.
going on a
Verbal
freaking
abuse,
angle
right? And
that
I mean,
way.
he's gone to that
Nope.
realm. That's enough now. To
That
know you should
way.
not be with him.
No.
Because where is this going from here? This is only going to get worse.
Also, he's 41. She's 40. That's an age difference,
That's
and I
such
think
a
that's
huge age
Yeah,
imbalance.
it's age imbalance. Break up. Well, Shane, you said you would forgive something greater than that. What about a homicide 16 years ago?
I wouldn't forgive a homicide.
Man, can't
I'm
spell
still
that
listening,
without
see?
his laughter.
Oh,
That's right. Involuntary.
I'm talking about. Okay.
I should just do it like
talking
this,
about-
dude.
On a serious thing of like.
Oh my god. Okay, give me 1
judge
second. We're gonna
someone like-
pause this. I'm gonna be right back. This is gonna be cut out of the YouTube video, so you're not even gonna have to worry about it. But I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna come right back. You're not even gonna miss anything. Yeah. Woo. I'm back. I ran, I sprinted, I did my hair. It still don't look the greatest, but it looks better. A lot better. Okay, so we're back. Let's keep watching.
Actual stuff from
To this
before
stuff.
the relationship, right? Where it's like,
Whew.
because there's been other stories where people are like, oh yeah, I found out my partner slept with X amount of people before we were dating, and like I have a huge problem. It's like
I got no problem with that either.
here now, like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know, like that was
Why be worried about something that happened in the past?
You're in the relationship now. How do you feel? Like if you're having trust issues, then that's its own thing. You got to figure that out. But this, I mean, yeah, I am contradicting myself from the previous one. This is making me jump to he's cheating. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
This guy's cheating on her. I'm feeling it.
I completely agree. I think he's just looking for something to be angry about.
Messages was
Maybe he likes the
"There's
toxicity.
here." Like 16, you have to go back 16 years of messages?
It's true. You think
How do you even find that? Don't iPhones just automatically delete messages now? Maybe it was on Snapchat or something. I don't even know.
you think about that, man, he is snooping. It's almost like he's trying to find a reason.
He is.
You could also, he's looking for like, you're not as bad as I am. Or like, I need to break up with you and I need to find a reason.
Yeah.
Like the human
Completely
mind does a
agree.
lot.
Completely agree.
Come on, update.
Comments. I'd be more upset with the name calling than the snooping, but I'd also be questioning his sanity for flipping out about something from 16 years ago.
Completely agree. This guy's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
OP said, I was upset about it all, to be honest. I've said a few times, is he projecting? Someone said he's definitely up to something, and when he found that, it was the only thing he found that he could accuse you of. Not that it matters, because anything you did before you even met him is none of his business. Someone
Precisely.
said, your husband is looking for reasons to divorce you. It's time to give him what he wants.
I forgot they were married. So
This episode of Red Stories is also brought to you by Masterclass. Recently, I was a Masterclass member.
I gotta trim up.
This is the perfect gift for me.
Okay, I don't really care about the promotions right now.
Update.
Let's go!
All right, 1 month later.
Okay. Lock can happen in a month.
He's cheating! We got a divorce!
I feel pretty confident in that.
I got the house!
I don't know if she'll
He got the 24-pack of beer in the garage!
But I don't think they're together.
Oh,
I think the mechanic is back.
He's dead. But I was literally about to say that too. I was like, you know what I think? The mechanic's back from the dead, and he's here to whoop some ASS. Ingleside side. Am I right or am I right? I think I'm right.
And he chases the husband around the house, and once the husband's like in the corner, the zombie says like, "The nudes were good." And then
What kind of in the vampire? That sounded like Dracula, not a zombie.
All right.
roll credits.
Backstory. For months, my husband has been suspicious that I'm cheating, even though I've never even messaged another man since before our first date. He snooped on my phone and found a message from 16 years ago, 10 years
find this
before we
out.
got together, where I was short of money, so I sent a mechanic some nudes in lieu of payment for supplying and fitting an
It's an IOU, baby.
all sorts of names, and I got mad back and said I'll never trust him, and I think he's projecting. On to the update, and like many of you suggested, he was projecting, and he's the one who's cheating.
Yep, called it. Please tell me you hired a PI.
That sucks.
That'd be
For
awesome.
my sisters for a few days when I wrote that post, driving past a Premier Inn near her house.
Yep,
and
there
saw
it is.
His car outside. Waited by it for 3 hours, where he eventually emerged with another woman. He said it was the first time, and he thought we'd split up. She said to him, "What are you talking about, and who is this?" referring to me. He literally ran off like a coward. I spoke to this woman who turned out to be lovely, and she said they'd been seeing each other for over a year.
Ooh,
there
no,
it is.
don't.
There it
That
is.
sucks.
He told her he
Oh,
was living
God.
with his religious parents after leaving his wife, so that's why they can never go back to his place, and had been staying in hotels. She was such a
That's
lovely
wild.
woman, and I ended up having to console her and took her home myself. As for us, I'm back at home, and he is now back at his parents, who were very disappointed in him when they heard the news and have been lovely to me. I've started divorce proceedings,
God.
but that'll be about a year away, I'd imagine.
So he's just a time traveler. Because he got his timeline mixed up, because now he's living with his parents.
Yeah, he
And-
is.
Oh, what in the flash is going on?
He just messed up the timeline. Guys.
Right.
That's really what
That's how he
happened.
went 16 years back in time to read those messages.
That's
It
right.
happens to the best of us.
Oh, yeah, I know that makes sense. That makes sense.
Mechanic.
Okay, we going deep here.
Smut,
We're gonna
bush to
deep.
right.
Oh wow, this is this?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh wait, no. The next story's coming up.
The timeline
Okay.
adds up that for a few months he's been suspicious of her. It's like he started cheating, and then it's just like.
Yep.
For a year.
I've heard. I don't know the logistics or like the
Bogus.
psychology behind it, but I've heard that when people cheat, they grow resentful of the person they're cheating.
There we
on.
go.
And I'm like, that's so. interesting how that works.
How do
That
you
seems to be what
grow
happened.
resentful?
Yeah.
Like I mean, he lost
Sorry.
his mind, right? Like it poisoned.
He's cuckoo for Cocoa
I
Puffs.
think he probably was looking for an out, and then if he
I really
could count
gotta
on her,
position myself better.
then that would put him in maybe a more favorable
That way.
position for the divorce.
Yeah.
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 Not anymore.
Yeah. My favorite.
I wish there was a
genre
better way.
of Reddit
I'm gonna pause
stories-
real quick because I'm getting distracted. I wish there was a better way for me to put this box on the screen somewhere without it obstructing my view and you guys' view of the video. Like, I could, in theory, go further back, right? I'm this far back now, but what happens then? My face gets all dark because I'm not near my lights, okay? So then it's just not as good quality. Or I could put up, well, if I do that, then I could put it up here or whatever. Zoom out, obviously, put the video up here. Or I keep it down in this corner. God, I need better lighting. Look how good their lighting is versus my lighting. What is going on? But yeah, I could do one of those. And I don't want to be over here because over here, right? I don't have that good of a view. I just don't. Not a good view. But right now, that's all I can do because I'm not going to sit 40 feet away from my desk on that couch. But yeah, I'm going to keep it paused for another quick second because I'm going to grab more Mountain Dew for my Coca-Cola glass because I don't give a damn. Look at that headphone hand. I just discovered something and I think I'm a genius. Or maybe Coca-Cola is the genius, right? But I just poured this Mountain Dew into my cup. It didn't fizz over. And I poured it fast. Is it like the way that it's like shaped or whatever? The fwing or whatever? Is that like a thing? Does that like stop it from fizzing over? Am I like insane or something? Or am I like the most intelligent human being on the planet? Cause like, that's pretty dang cool. Personally. Okay, we can keep watching now.
If it involves
Sorry.
cheating, is like, I met the other person and actually they were sick and we high five all the time. I'm like, yeah, like I
It's
love
very
that.
nice that she did not blame her because this woman didn't know.
I do.
And hopefully this other woman is not going to stay with him either.
Well, I would imagine not.
Yeah, it
'cause she
sounds
has
like
also
not.
been
A little
cheated
better.
on for a year.
Yes, correct.
What if I
Comments,
did?
That was very nice of you to console her. Please be sure to tend to your own emotions as well.
That.
Gotta look out for number one. OP said,
Nope.
to be honest, I was already 80% certain I was going to divorce him after the name calling and snooping, so this didn't devastate me as much as it normally would.
Okay,
Tim said, "I
it's
really
still in
hope
my
his
way a
mother and
little bit,
father
but
know
that's
that
okay.
He abandoned the girl he conned into a relationship at the motel, and that you were kind enough to take her home. What a man." OP said, "I told them he abandoned a 23-year-old 30 miles from her home." Talk about an age gap.
I was, you know what I
You
was about
got
to say?
the age gap.
Oh my god, bro. He was cheating with a 23-year-old, which explains why he looked back 16 years ago when she was 23. What's going on here, dude? What is going on? This dude literally looked back 16 years ago. This is totally like projecting, because like he looked back 16 years ago to when this woman was when this woman was 23, and he's cheating with a 23-year-old. What's going on? Now hold on. Now I got a conspiracy theory. What if? Now hear me out. What if this guy is the mechanic that she sent photos to, right? And he time traveled into the future, right? And he was upset that he didn't get paid enough. I don't know. It's something. It's gotta be something. Conspiracy theorists, come help me out here.
When she said lovely young woman, I went, because I was like, God, she sounds
That's
like
insane, dude.
24-year-old.
He's straight up doing the midlife crisis thing.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, he is.
40.
Up in the lighting.
23-year-old.
Gotta get some better lighting.
He did it.
He did it.
And now he's alone.
Well, no, he's not alone. He's with his
I'm so
Croissant in hand. I was with
lonely.
Next story.
Yeah, here we go, baby.
Asshole and Am I the X? It was posted.
Am I the X? I love these stories. These ones are good.
Right.
A fine year.
Fine year.
Rumspringer.
Am I the asshole for photoshopping my boyfriend's ex out of pictures when he was at work?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a 27.
I'm a pause right now. It depends on how you did it and why you did it. I don't actually know. I personally, I think this could go either way. I think that's the only thing that's in my brain right now is that this could go either way because I feel like there's a way that this could be bad. You know?
My boyfriend, who's 36 of a year, was married in his early 20s.
Damn, this
and
is
has
a
3
long
children.
story.
He has 3
Oh, I know.
family pictures in his house
Multiple
that
stories.
have her in the pictures. In one, it's her with the kids in the middle of the 2 of them. In another, it's him with the kids and her off to the right, sort of in the background. In the third, it was him and her together with the 2 kids and Mickey Mouse. Disney. She put in parenthesis Disney.
Disney. Oh, I was thinking of the other Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, just so you know.
Parentheses,
Disney.
gas station.
It wasn't Steamboat Willie? Steamboat
And I
Willie?
hate seeing her face. I've asked him to take the pictures down several times, but he says they are special memories with the kids. Well, yesterday I had enough. I used a scanning app on my phone to scan the photos, then
I'm gonna pause right here because what I was not expecting was for him and his ex to have a family. You were being the asshole. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. That is a family. I don't care if they were together and then they separated or if they never were fully together. I don't care. That is a family. I don't care if there's really bad history. That is family. Okay? That's the family. It may not be a family, but it is a family, okay? So that is the kids' mothers. Think about when the kids are coming over, okay? So when the kids come over, the dad is just in the photo, the mom isn't because the dad has a psycho girlfriend. No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all.
paid someone on Fiverr to remove her from the photos. All 3 of the photos look professionally done. It's the same photos, just without her. I then went to Walmart and had them print new pictures in the same size. I put them in the frames. I put the originals in a desk drawer. When my boyfriend came home, I asked him if he noticed anything different. He didn't, which is what I suspected. The photos look great now and still have him and his kids. I pointed at one of the pictures. He got livid, telling me that I was being a jealous Nancy. I admit that
She
I laughed
is.
because what
I
is a
com- I
jealous
agree.
Nancy?
I agree.
Slag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
completely
laughing
agree.
really set him off. He asked for the originals back and said he was going to put them back up and gave me an ultimatum to either accept his past relationship or move on. I said, I guess you don't want to be with a jealous Nancy. And he said no. I laughed again and he asked me to leave. I have not heard from him since, but expect him to get over it. Really, this
I
woman has been
wouldn't.
terrible to me.
I
I'm not going
wouldn't.
to get started on it, but she has been cruel to me to the point of him breaking contact with her, except by text to talk about the kids. I think I have every right to not want to see her face. One of the pictures is in his bedroom, even. Maybe I should just get over it. I felt like I was doing him a favor because at least I didn't just cut her out, which was my original plan. Am I the asshole? Edit. I have a great relationship with his children, much to the ex's chagrin. Several of you have assumed that I was the other woman in the relationship. I was not. They were divorced long before I met him. You are right that there was infidelity in their relationship. She cheated with 2 men that we know of. That's why they divorced. Also, for the people calling this
I got
fake,
some input.
I'm not sure what to tell you. I'm starting to wish that it was because that would be easier than all of you calling me names. Besides jealous Nancy, which is still funny. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth here because I do believe that you are the asshole here, but I also believe that everybody could suck here, okay? Because if there is bad trauma with the baby mama, which it sounds like there is, it sounds like she cheated on the husband. You guys don't have contact except for when it's about the kids. This is what I think. I think the husband should have replaced the photos with photos of just him and the kids. But here's where it gets a little bit tricky. If the kids are kind of young, right? They're going to want their mom in the photos because they don't know what's going on. All their friends and people at school, they all have 2 parents, loving parents, whatever. So that's where it gets a little tricky. The kids are gonna want their mother in the photos, but maybe this is how you do it. The kids do realize that their dad is dating another woman, so maybe you replace it with you two and the kids. I think that's the way the husband or the boyfriend should have went. I think you were jealous though, in a sense, or maybe you were just pissed off that she was in those photos. Either way, I don't think you should have photoshopped her out of the photos without his permission. I think that is a little assholish. And I think everybody sucks in this situation personally. Personally, that's what I think. Let's see what they gotta say. Usually I can get some more things to go off of when they start talking.
There's one keyword in there that I think is kind of important. She said his bedroom. So this is his place. They don't live together.
That is very detective work. How far into this relationship are they? Did they say? I can't remember, but yeah. I want to know how far into this relationship they are. If it's only like a few months to maybe 6 months, I don't think you really have a right. And if you guys aren't living together, you definitely don't have a right.
Well, it's been a boyfriend of a year, they said.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a year. Okay. Well, they still may not be living together. And in which case, you still don't have a right to change anything in that place without his permission. So, personally, I think you are still an asshole, but I also think that he is holding on to the past and should probably move on.
Yeah, I guess not.
I think that's weird behavior, to be honest.
On her part.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
super immature.
I completely agree.
And it's clearly his things. It's his
Right.
place. If somebody came into my house and started changing my photos,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's weird behavior.
Right.
I agree.
Also, to
I
be
agree.
like, did you notice anything? Did you notice anything?
Okay.
I'm not going in.
Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth about this whole situation. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit closer. Hopefully, my camera stays focused on my face. I wish there was a better way to orientate my mic, but there's not. This is my whole thing. I do believe that it is weird, but it also depends on how far into the relationship they are. Because people move at different stages, alright, or at different paces, I should say. So, personally, me and my fiance, I mean, we probably did things on average of how fast a relationship moves, but some people will say I love you within a couple weeks and so on and so forth. But from the sounds of it, they're not moved in together. They've been together for a year. I don't think that she had a right, but depending on how long ago I forget this. I have a really bad memory. I've had like 9 concussions, but I don't remember how long ago they got divorced. But depending on how long ago they got divorced, he should be focusing on him and his kids, not him, his wife, his ex-wife, and his kids. You know what I mean? Maybe he should be a little bit more considerate about his future relationships. But I do agree. I think that she is an asshole here. I think that she is a little psycho, because what kind of person is like, did you notice anything? Did you notice anything? Then points at the photo. The fuck? There's a couple things coming to my mind that this reminds me of in my personal life, right? Of people that I have crossed paths with in the past. Whoa. Crossed paths with in the past. That's a tongue twister for me. But, you know, I mean, kind of psychotic behavior or a little weird behavior, I would say.
Into my house and going, that picture looks the same. That picture looks the same.
Yeah, like, why did you... it's kind of the thing that I feel sometimes where I'm like, okay, if you're going to do something shitty and secretive and deceitful, do it well.
Do it all the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay,
That reminds me of like people that try to pull pranks, right? And or like a really messed up prank or something, and then they just butcher it. They just do it horribly, so now it just comes off as like very assholey. So I really don't know, dude. This just seems very weird in my brain, where it's like, why are you doing this? There's no point. Like, I can understand the woman's perspective of you don't want that person in the photos. I completely agree. Maybe they shouldn't be in the photo. But the way you went about it was so wrong. Completely wrong. There's so many better ways to go about it. Talk to your boyfriend. Maybe say you're not comfortable with this. Anything. I don't know. But you can't just take a photo, scan it, all right? Then pay somebody on Fiverr to Photoshop them out and then reprint them and put them back in before he gets home from work. What is going on? Personally, I think that is so weird, and you can't do that. That just seems so psychotic. The more and more I think about it, it's just so weird.
so hold on. You did this huge deceitful thing.
Yeah.
You went through this whole process while he was gone, only for him to show up and go, what, anything look crazy to you?
I feel like I'd panic. I'd be
Why
like,
did you do it?
Haircut, new shirt, new dress. Like, but-
Yeah, why did you do it all secretively if you're gonna just tell him immediately?
Yeah,
after?
no
Like,
kidding.
I don't understand. If you're so uncomfortable by these photos, then you need to just talk to him and go, hey,
Yeah.
I feel really uncomfortable with these photos. She's been horrible to me.
Yeah.
It's triggering for me to look at her. Look, and if he says, no,
I agree.
want these
I
out,
completely
these are
agree.
real memories from my life. You
Yeah.
gotta accept that.
You really do. You really do. And I think that's a different thing, so that maybe not everybody's the asshole, and maybe you really are just the asshole. It really depends on like how he views this woman that he spent X amount of years with in his life, has had kids with. Because, like, yeah, she may have cheated on him, but he may just still hold on to those memories dear. Right? Like, she is the mother of his kids. Ultimately, whatever the heck he wants to do with it is truly up to him. It is not up to you to decide. So, personally, I feel like you are the asshole here. It's not him. It really is just you. You know what I mean? Because, like, you really have no input on what has happened in the past. And, like, as long as he's okay with what has happened and he's okay with those photos being up, probably for the kids, you can't be mad at all. It is his choice. Especially with only a year of dating. I could understand it, like, if you guys were married, like, that would be more of a thing of, like, everybody sucks here. But you guys aren't married. You guys have only been dating a year.
It sounds like at the beginning
He drew
he's
the
just like,
boundary, yeah.
and that's the problem. Like, look, I can understand being uncomfortable seeing the face of someone who's been absolutely awful to you. At the same time,
I agree.
It is a little, I want to say immature of her, and there is that age gap, but where like, he got cheated on by his now ex-wife with potentially multiple people, and still has those up because it's such a special memory to him. And she's just like, yeah, she sucks to me. Like, I bet she did. I bet that person is really awful
But
to
she's
you,
still like the mother of his children.
And that's the
So,
thing.
like,
That's the main
I
thing.
feel like they're just kind of at an impasse here where she says, this makes me uncomfortable. He says, too bad.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
and at some point it's like, do you just deal with it? Or is this something where you just like can't reconcile this
Yeah.
difference and you just have to.
It's a weird hill to die on, and this is a weird behavior to try to like fix it for yourself.
It seems immature. That's what it seems like. It seems like high school behavior, where you have like those toxic high school relationships. You want the
That type of
drama.
behavior, it's like, all right,
It's a red
like I
flag,
think
for sure.
maybe this isn't gonna work, you know? And same too, if she was writing in being like, hey, I'm really uncomfortable by these photos. This ex has been horrible to me, and I can't handle this. Am I an asshole for breaking up with him? It'd be like, no. Like, if it's too much for you, like
I think the main asshole thing is that you took it into your own hands before you confronted your boyfriend about it. Like maybe you've confronted him in the past. I don't fully remember the whole story, but I do know this. I know that there's definitely better ways to go about it instead of taking it into your own hands and paying somebody to Photoshop the wife out of it. Maybe he has a valid reason for it, and maybe you just need to talk to him. Maybe it really is just up for the kids, and he just hasn't expressed that. So I do think you went about it the wrong way. I can understand your frustration, but I think you went about it the wrong way.
You can leave,
Yeah.
but you can't control him, and you can't change his place and what he chooses to do with his things. Like,
I would
Send an
only
update.
argue like maybe they could find a balance by adjusting the placement. Like if it's the first thing you see.
All right,
when you
let's
walk
move
in
on
house
to the
every
next
day,
one.
that sucks.
Actually, let's
If
get
it's
the
a-
last
you know,
little
she's
bit
taking
of
through
the
and you're,
comments.
You know, you don't want to look over at that. Yeah.
Stop. Go right there.
that is horrible for them to see. Like that is I would say that's borderline traumatic probably for a kid to just be like, oh, so our mom is removed from all these photos.
And that's what I was saying at the beginning. I'm glad they discussed this because I think that is the most fucked up thing about this is that the kids are gonna come over and not see their mom in the photo that they've been seeing their mom in for years. How are they gonna perceive this? That's gotta be traumatic. So I do believe you are the asshole.
Us in it. Like
It's true.
that's a horrifying sight.
When you get someone that like could be a step parent, it's like, no, I'm not trying to replace your mother.
Yeah.
Then what's that?
What's going on? Our mom's
Well-
gone. She never existed. Yeah, that'd be terrifying as a kid. Like,
Take a
that-
new photo with the group of them and hang it up.
Exactly.
And have a new
Yeah,
fun
there's-
thing.
That's what I was saying. I'm glad that we're on the same
is-
page.
She's the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone said, you're the asshole. Imagine if the kids go over to visit and they see the pictures without their mom. I get that she was mean to you or whatever, but what you did was immature. 2000.
Agreed.
Key point.
Tell me I'm not right on the money,
She's the mother
bro.
of his children, whether you accept it or not. Photoshopping her out is psycho. Someone said to that, honestly, it would have been even better if she photoshopped the wife out and photoshopped herself in instead, LMAO. Like, if you're gonna be crazy, you gotta really commit.
You're
you know?
right.
Yeah.
There's no half measures in being crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, do it well.
Yeah.
Don't go on Fiverr, go on flipping tenor and do it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like, like, that's like pickpocketing someone and getting 5 feet away and being like, uh-oh, did you notice?
I like that analogy. That's good. I like that.
Holy crap, you did that so fast.
She could have at least scratched X's over her eyes, you know?
Yeah.
And some, like,
Something a little more psychotically funny.
Put it up to her face and going,
Yeah.
hey, go full crazy.
Yeah. You can always tell when we filmed a Try Not to Laugh before a Reddit stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a people suit out of the ex-wife. Wear it. Run around. Do crime.
All right, our next story.
Oh,
A
boy.
people suit?
I have been told
That's
to
a little
buckle
wild.
up
All
by our
right.
producers.
That's not what she said.
She inferred it. Okay, our next story was posted on Am I the Asshole? Am I the Devil?
Okay.
And Am I the Ex? The Unholy Trinity.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a good one.
Am I
All right. We're at 46 minutes. This is about a. What is this? 105. So this is gonna be about a 10-minute segment, but it's gonna take me probably 20 minutes. So it's gonna be a little longer video, but I'm okay with that for this.
Yeah, the Assholy Trinity.
Here we go. Come on, give it to me.
Nice. My
This
favorite
was
Get
posted
comfortable.
Matrix.
Yeah, this was posted in about summer of 2023.
A good year.
Yeah?
Good year.
The asshole for making a joke about my wife in my speech at our wedding.
Yup, I'm gonna go right off the bat. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, dude. You're such an asshole.
Flag over here,
You
right?
get a divorce. I hope it didn't go through.
This is gonna be so bad.
Okay, let's get into this wild ride.
Come
Hi,
on,
everyone.
give it to me.
I'm writing this on here because my new wife has been upset with me since our wedding, which took place last week. She has even threatened divorce on me. Many people in my personal life don't think that I was in the wrong, while others are taking my wife's side. So I
gonna
need
move
some
this a little bit.
unbiased perspective. This is a throwaway for obvious reasons. So over the 4 years that we have been together, my wife, then girlfriend, has been pretty active with our intimacy. So much so that our friends and even my parents have talked/joked about it. This is well known in our inner circles, and we have many jokes around this topic, many of which my wife herself thought were funny and joked about with our friends as well. One of the nicknames my wife received.
Oh,
Oh no! Don't tell me, dude. Don't tell me.
Nancy.
Hoover.
There is nothing that's going to prepare you for this.
Okay.
nickname.
Oh wait, hold on.
No,
hold on,
dude.
try.
No.
I want you to guess what-
Big hole.
One of the nicknames my wife received. Guess. Throw out a couple guesses.
It's gonna be like the something something. It's gotta have a
Oh, the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, that's why I said Hoover.
Ball tosser.
I want to guess so badly, but I feel so bad if I were to guess. Let me think of a PG-13 one. I can't say that. I'm gonna whisper it. This was in 2023. I want to know how old they are. Okay, whatever. Nope. I can't say it. I have a day job. I can't say it. Okay. All right. We're just going to keep
Big
going.
old cave.
You guys think you're being funny, but just wait.
Oh, no.
All right, throw it at us,
You
Shane.
get 9 more guesses.
I'm
Come on.
so ready.
One of the nicknames my wife received around this topic was that she was a dumpster.
I didn't want to say it.
Oh, no. Please tell me you did not put that in your wedding speech, dude. Please tell me you didn't do that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. We're just gonna remove this so that I can just be focused center screen for now. Okay. Here's the thing, guys, right? This is a wedding. Like, I'm engaged. I know what I'm about to be having. I'm like what everything is entailed in a wedding, all right? This isn't just your family and friends that you joke around with. This is everybody. Your friends, your family friends, the people that have supported you, the people, everyone that you know, pretty much all in one place. You know how awkward it would be for the husband to call a wife whatever they were about to say, which I'm sure you guys can pick up on. I'm not saying it, but you know how awkward that would be for everybody in the audience? Especially your wife. You're putting your wife in such a shitty situation. And there is no way around that. There's no way to come back from that. That is so horrible. I can think of worse things to do at a wedding. But that is up there. That is definitely in the top 5. Like, that is so shitty. Yeah, he's the devil. He's completely the devil. But I want to hear how this story goes.
But I didn't want to say it. Okay.
Okay. We all thought it was hilarious and fitting for her
Oh,
given the
wait.
circumstances.
There we go.
What circumstances?
Well, she's all full of.
All
I
right.
can't be here, dude. I can't be here.
Let's flash forward to the wedding. Well, during
Wait, flash forward. I mean, I feel like we need more context. Okay.
During the wedding reception, many people were giving speeches, and towards the end, I wanted to say a few words.
No.
Oh no.
Wait, this is during the reception?
Being there, everything was
Okay.
beautiful.
I'm not trying to make this guy feel better about himself, but at least it was during the reception when some people may have left. But you also got to keep in mind that more people come during the reception because you invite X amount to the ceremony and more to the reception. Oh my God, I can't breathe. This story is taking the air out of me. On top of balding, speech impediment, all that stuff, dude. I also got asthma, so yippee-ki-yay. Oh, I don't even know. I just gotta listen, dude.
Yada yada. And then I wanted to talk about my new life with my wife, and I decided to throw in a joke towards the end. I said something like, I am so honored and excited to be spending the rest of my life with my beautiful dumpster.
No! I feel so bad for this woman, dude. So bad. That is so horrible for you to say. And I hope she divorces your ass. I truly do. That is so messed up in so many ways. Like, my heart is racing right now. It's racing. It's pumping. It's pumping. It's pumping. It's pumping. It's pumping. It's pumping. I don't know why you would be doing this to your wife, dude. I don't get it at all. Please don't ever do that again. Well, you won't, because she's going to divorce your ass.
I love you, honey.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, you did good today.
It's not even the last story, dude.
No way. No one's ever
No, I
said
believe
that.
it. No, because there was a video. There was a video where this guy basically says that, but in like a long speech where he's like, I can't wait to in your for 5 million more years. Or,
Weddings do something to people.
I feel like
but
this
you
is
know
one
what
of those
also
moments
is,
where I need to pull out the phone and show it to Damien.
we're also far into a reception, and people get drunk. People
Yep.
get very drunk. Yes. Like
Yep.
that is, it's wild. And people just say stuff. I can't believe what people say sometimes.
Yeah.
World, like, I know there's this thing where it's like, my 103-year-old grandma was in the audience. Like, there's no way that was
I also
That's the
think you have a
thing,
dude who thinks
dude.
He's being funny.
Yeah.
And that bad stuff happens.
That's why you can't let every dude who thinks he's the funniest one at your office think he's that forever. You can't. this place is different. This is a funny office of funny people. I'm talking about in general. It's like, that's Brad. He always says, he's like, and that's crazy. Like, no.
And you guys always tell me when my jokes aren't funny. So,
Yeah.
but I think also most of the time. But I think also like a lot of times, like guys misinterpret like when somebody like women laugh at their jokes. Like sometimes it's more out of like being uncomfortable and maybe
Right.
not like that's actually funny. So maybe he like in drinking with like a small group of friends is like, my wife's a dumpster, and everyone's like,
Yeah, I need to know what context this was said.
I just can't. In the last year and a half, whatever, I've been to a few weddings, okay? And I'm just remembering all of them. Literally all of them. And I'm like, can I picture anybody saying that? And if so, what would have the reactions been? And oh my God, would they have been horrible. So bad. Like, everybody would kind of chuckle because obviously this is an inside joke, right? Not everybody knows this stuff. So, like, some people would chuckle, like the people that know about it, like maybe, haha, why the fuck did you say that? And then everybody else would just be like, what the hell's going on here? I don't know, dude, but like that is just not something you call your wife. I don't care if other people do it as an inside joke. You will no, don't say that to your wife, dude. What is going through your head to make it sound like it's okay?
Because he's saying amongst friends. I'm like, all right, cool. You're in front of both of your families now.
Yeah.
Probably kids.
Yeah.
There's definitely people who just have never heard that before.
There's probably a minister.
I feel
There's
like we
definitely
gotta
your
show
wife.
them.
Yeah, right, that's
Your
a big
wife
one.
is for sure there. I mean, look, people can be funny, whatever. My take, at least from the vibes.
So here's the thing. It is 57 minutes into the video. A couple minutes are getting cut out because of X and X, and so I don't know if we're getting through this whole thing. So I think we are gonna cut it off after this story. So let's try and get through this.
It's like the bride and groom are kind of there to like be the genuine one. Like let other people be funny.
Yeah.
And say funny memories, but like you don't. You don't have
Please
to
tell
hit
me
with
there's
a
an
joke.
update.
Especially
Oh,
if
we're
you've
about
had
to
a
get
couple
to either
drinks,
comments
joke
or an
you think is
update.
funny, pull it back.
Yeah.
I've learned that over the years. Like when I'm out, and if you've drank at all,
Yeah.
and you're especially if you're giving a speech.
If you drink at all, keep your mouth shut, bro. If you drink at all, keep your mouth shut. Try and be as quiet as possible. I know that when you're drinking, it can be like, oh, I want to share this information. Don't do it. It's not good for you. It never is.
It's just like, hey, just don't worry about taking that risk. Like,
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
if I ever get a wedding, I'm going whole hog. You know?
I love Ian, bro.
All in.
I wish I could meet the entire Smosh cast. And the only way that would ever happen is if you like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Come on, do something. Help me out a little, baby.
okay, so he goes. Let me restate.
Yeah, because I think we
Let's
just
wind it back. Let's wind it back
Roll
so we
it
can
back.
hear this again.
Okay.
Keep it going. Come
I
on.
said something like, I am so honored and excited to be spending the rest of my life with my beautiful dumpster. I love you, honey.
It hurts my head, dude.
That's
It
awful.
it
The
hurts
entire
my
room
soul.
roared with laughter. All the groomsmen were laughing, and a few of the bridesmaids were as well. My wife, however, did not look happy and pretty much avoided me for the rest of the reception. When we got back, my wife yelled at me about how I completely embarrassed her at the wedding with my joke. I told her that it really wasn't a big deal since many of the guests were well aware of the joke and won't think anything of it. The next morning, I got a call from my mother-in-law screaming at me about how I humiliated her daughter. I tried reasoning with her, but it was no use. I have been texting the other groomsmen and the bridesmaids as well, and they think that my wife was just overreacting. A few guests that I am close with feel the same way. However, one of the other bridesmaids called me as well and called me a and an asshole. I feel conflicted because I was just trying to joke around in my speech. So am I the asshole for making a joke during my wedding speech?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Here's the thing. If it's borderline asshole-ish, don't say it. I don't care if some people laughed. I don't care if some people didn't. I don't care if the mother, like, I obviously care that the mother-in-law called you a fucking asshole because you were one. But some people are gonna laugh at really shitty, horrible jokes. That's just humor. It's different for everybody. But to be on the borderline, this isn't a roast session. This isn't roast like those roast Justin Bieber videos or whatever that we used to see or that we still see. Okay, this is not a roast. This is a wedding, a reception. This is about love. Say something sweet. Say something wholesome. Make somebody laugh in a sweet way, not a horrible way. Okay? This is just, you went overboard. You crossed the line and skipped a couple inches, okay? Skipped a couple feet. You threw a football and it went to the next football field 2 states away, dude. You're doing something wrong.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that phone call he had with the mother-in-law.
Me
Like,
too.
No, but you don't understand. Like, your daughter kind of is. So like
God.
really, like, using facts and logic, it was actually like a good joke.
It's a genre of dude that, like, when offending everyone, saying, like, it was just a joke. What do you mean it was just a joke? I tried to reason with them because they're overreacting. It's like, how many people have to tell you that you affected them before you believe it?
We gotta ban the it was just a joke thing.
Okay.
Like, we gotta move past that.
I think it was a joke.
get to
and
the
he
next
calls it like
part.
I sees it guy.
Yeah.
Minister or whoever.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
an ordained
I
minister.
watched that video, and he goes on. It's not just those lines. He goes on, and then like the wife had to like jump in on the TikTok and be like, "No, actually, I was okay with this, and it's actually fine." And it's just like,
All right.
brother.
Sad. All right, comments. I got to the
Come on.
nickname and thought, oh no, he did. He really, really did. What a dumbass. Someone said, you're the asshole. Forget even Reddit's judgment. Your wife thinks you're the asshole. Why would some internet stranger's opinion matter? Have you even
Agreed.
apologized?
Completely agree.
Someone else said to that, that's the thing. I really hope this isn't real. Lastly, someone said, you're the asshole. A normal joke does not always translate to a wedding-friendly joke. That is the
Agreed.
first thing I
Also agree.
Second of all, does your wife even like being called that? You reduced her to nothing more than something for you to come in at the wedding. Heck yeah, I would.
I'm gonna be completely honest here, and it's gonna get deep for a second. All right. I've been called names in my past that I laugh at in the moment that I'm ultimately not okay with. It's just part of keeping the mood up and the party going or whatever, okay? I guarantee you, your wife does not like being called this, but she's laughing it off. That's what it's called. It's called laughing it off. It's called keeping the party going, keeping the mood up. I guarantee your wife is not okay with this, and you should have checked with her before. In fact, 100%. You need to check with your wife before you say any type of joke at the wedding involving her. If it's not her, check with the other party. That's all I'm saying, dude. Like you gotta cover all bases. You messed up horribly.
Be going through with the divorce if I were your wife. You didn't even refer to her as a person, but as a thing. Yeah.
You've lost words.
That's one of those where I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't know how you talk to someone like this. I'm like, it's not the same language. I don't know how to explain to you that you calling your wife that is not a good idea at a wedding.
it's one of those moments like if you watch that in The Office, you'd be cringing watching it.
Yeah.
If it was
Agreed.
fictional.
Michael Scott would probably do
Yeah.
that.
The
Yeah.
Michael Scott moment. But like, I hope it's fake too. But I also know this shit happens.
I really hope it's
Yeah, I
fake.
can totally believe that. Just because of the other
I
TikTok
really
that
can
I
too.
saw.
Also, wedding receptions are dumpster fires.
Yeah, they are.
Normal dumpster, but a normal dumpster.
Because
Dumpster.
we all know one filled wouldn't catch on fire.
We don't know. We need to ask Hank Green.
Hank would be like, well, the human body has a lot of salt,
Hank Green
which
would be
is
like, well, okay,
sodium
so
chloride.
here's the thing.
Sodium on its own is very
Actually-
reactive.
Yeah. Okay.
We love you, Hank.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Anything else?
That was it? That's
Man,
the
I don't
last
know.
one?
No, that's not the last story. That's the end
anything-
of that story.
Anything else on
Any other thoughts on that?
He's the devil.
Yeah, I think you should like, you know how we have like a driver's ed, or you need like a learner's permit. You need a permit to drive.
That devil song popped into my head when I said that. Ooh, she a devil. She a bat. She a rep. No. Try not to get copyrighted, but that popped into my
I
head.
think we should probably need permits for making jokes.
Right.
Agreed.
I think
Check
some
with the other
people
party.
just completely misread the situation. They're telling jokes
Yeah.
and that are just like things that are just like mean or offensive, and they're like, "Well, why can't you just take a joke?"
Okay, because this is actually one of the realms where I think we have a little bit of expertise, right? Because there's so many realms where I'm like, I'm not an expert at this. But when it comes to roasting people, I've said this before, and I think
okay.
we did a really good job with a lot of our funerals with this, is when you're roasting someone or when you're saying a joke, right, at a wedding reception, and you were like, I want to infuse some humor in it. I think your intention should be the person who is the target of your joke, that they are going to love it. And that they're gonna-
I agree.
More importantly, that it's gonna make them feel good.
Sure.
Right? Like,
Yep.
especially a wedding reception. Like, the joke should be a joke as actually the second part of it. The ultimate thing should be that it's a compliment.
Especially
Agreed. Completely
Especially your
agree.
wife. It should be some funny way of saying how amazing they are, but that's not what you were doing.
So, for the people that know Smosh, there's two owners. There's Ian and Anthony, right? Anthony left for a while, and they did a really good job about this when he came back. They made jokes about him leaving, okay? They were like, oh, Anthony went missing, but he's back now, or whatever. The whole thing is that they were happy he was back, and that he is back for good, okay? It was all good things. They love him. They were basically complimenting him on how amazing of a person he is and how they have gotten back together and they're happy that they're back together. Whatever. All that stuff, okay? Calling your wife what they are saying, there is no way for that to be a compliment. No way. Not one. Unless she was pregnant, in which case you might be able to throw it in there in some way, but still be very, 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 very cautious.
Also, they did say that, like, oh, I wanted to jump in for a couple words after everyone else gave their speeches. So not only is he, like, putting down his wife in this crazy way,
He's
but
doing
he
it
is
at the
also
end.
centering himself in attention. Like, he did not need more attention. And then he's
That
just
too.
like, you know what this needs? A
That too.
joke from me. An awesome jokes that everyone is laughing at.
Yeah.
With me, at her, and then I win. Like, it's...
Yeah, it's so funny. The last thing I'll say is, like, it's one of those moments in life that it's a tense moment. It's probably nerve-wracking and makes people like want to say something that'll get a laugh, that'll get a response. It's like, but it's also one of those easy slam dunk moments.
Yeah.
Cause like I had a moment like that.
Okay,
in the car
I'm over this
celebrating.
story. Ultimately, he's devil. He's horrible. He's a horrible person. To his wife, I am sorry that you have to go through that. I hope you are no longer with him. All right. I hope you divorced him because obviously he was not using his freaking brain, and I want to know how. Well, if it's true love, I hope you forgive him. In a way, I guess. Oh God, this shit. I don't know, dude. I don't know. These things are complicated. Some people just don't think properly. Okay. So I do understand, like, if he couldn't realize that was a bad thing to do. Because I know people with Asperger's and all that stuff have trouble with social situations. So, in understanding what is right and what is wrong. But I hope it all worked out for the best. That's what I'm going to say. Alright guys, we are done with the video. We have one more story left on this guy. Next video will be after the next Reddit stories gets released from Smosh. So we will be reacting to the last video or last story from this video. Maybe skip it depending on how we're feeling during the day. And doing the next video or starting the next video. But today, as I'm recording this, is the 18th of December. There will be one more video before Christmas. I know that for a fact. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. If you guys don't watch the next video, hope you guys have happy holidays. I know some people celebrate early, Hanukkah, everything, all that stuff. So please, enjoy your holidays. Get some good rest, get some good sleep, and eat a lot of food. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And all of that fun stuff. Just like the last video, we are picking up where we left off. Holiday Reddit stories. Am I the Scrooge? What was the Reddit stories from the last time? Last time we watched the Pokemon guy give his girlfriend Pokemon cards and then open them, put their hat on a dead pumpkin, Santa cult, and then buying a Roomba. So many different things, so many different adventures, but we are doing more today. I don't know which ones these are, but we shall find out. For the last video, thank you for liking the video. I looked at my analytics and it says 99% of you guys are not subscribed. So please go do that. It helps me out a lot. Leave a like. And if you guys don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just comment and tell me what I can do to win you over. All right? It's that simple. All the likes, comments, subscribers, all helps me out. You know, pushes my channel out there, allows me to make more content. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to react today. I'm going to give my input on the 2 cents. We are watching Smosh again. So, enjoy, I guess. But, yeah, so let's rewind just a tad so that we are not missing anything. Here we go.
Am I the asshole for sitting on my husband's lap during Thanksgiving dinner because all chairs at the table were taken? What a power play.
That is so funny.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Chairs.
Where am I supposed to, where's a girl supposed to sit?
I guess I'll just.
I don't even know how that can make you an asshole. It may just be awkward or weird, but I don't know how that can make you an asshole. Unless you were with all your single friends, in which case they may not enjoy it. But personally, I don't see any issue with that. We're gonna zoom in a little bit too.
I, a 28-year-old woman, have been with my husband, Sean, who's 33, for 2 years, married for 5 months. Most of his family are decent people, but his mom can be a little bit of a passive-aggressive and tends to
why is it lagging?
I feel like some edits were
Yo, why is it lagging?
bit of a passive-aggressive and
Here we
tends
go.
to criticize me a lot. I feel like some edits were made in that writing.
Probably.
I feel like she wrote something down. She's like, just be a little passive-aggressive.
Chill, be chill.
Delete that.
Sean sees it as her still not getting used to me being around, but
Why is it lagging,
because he
dude?
treats his ex, Jalissa, well.
What kind of name is
Mother-in-law
that?
says that Jalissa has been around the family for ages, and her past with Sean never affected her relationship with her. Fine. I never minded her attending every holiday and being around until yesterday. We had Thanksgiving dinner at my mother-in-law's house. Sean went there before me, and when I arrived, it was already dinner time. Everyone was seated.
Get to
and
the
I saw
juicy
that all the
parts.
chairs
Get
were
to the
taken.
juicy parts. Come
Mother
on.
asked why she didn't save me a seat, and she said sorry, and that one of her granddaughters decided to show up at the last last minute and the chair was taken. I
Right
looked
here.
here, then at Jalissa,
Got a
who
haircut,
was
by the
sitting
way.
next to Sean, and tried to point out how I was more deserving of her chair since I'm the daughter-in-law. I know I shouldn't have said it. I know. Mother-in-law flat out said that Jalissa is as much family as me, and that it was rude to imply otherwise. Jalissa was nodding confidently while glancing at me. I was so upset I wanted to leave, but decided to just sit on my husband's lap and act as casual as possible. I sat on his lap asking if he was okay with it. Don't worry, I'm petite, he's strong-built, and started eating so casually while smiling and complimenting the food and mentioning to Sean how warm and comfortable his lap was.
Yes!
I love
The
that.
table
I
went
love that.
awkwardly silent. Brother-in-law would try to break the silence and change the subject, but it somehow goes back to being awkward. Mother-in-law and Jalissa were barely eating and were staring at each other, then at me, eyes wide open. Minutes later, Jalissa excused herself to the bathroom, and so did mother-in-law. It was still awkward, but I did my best to focus on dinner. Sean was eating as well. Later,
I got
there was
some
just
things
so
to
much
say about
tension, and
this.
Mother-in-law was barely able to speak after Jalissa left. She left early, like right after dinner. Sean and I went home, and mother-in-law tried calling, but then called Sean and texted me saying that what I did was inappropriate and that I ruined Thanksgiving dinner and made it awkward. She said it wasn't her fault chairs were taken and I could have dragged a chair from the kitchen, but acted childishly and made Jalissa and family uncomfortable with how inappropriate I was. Edit, I need to mention that even if I took a chair from the kitchen, there was not enough space at the dinner table to fit the chair. Everyone was sitting next to each other. Wow.
Okay, right off the bat, this is what I'm going to say. Why is the ex being invited to Thanksgiving dinner? First off, I can understand if you're cool with your son's ex or whatever, your kid's ex, all right? Like, as far as, like, the mother goes, I can understand if the mother is still friends with the ex. That's fine. I don't care about that. What I care about is you should be treating the not what they say, fiance or wife or whatever. It was wife, right? So you should be treating the wife as more important than the ex. The ex is not nearly as much family as the wife is in this sense, okay? So like I can understand if you were friends with them, but not everybody in that room is going to be comfortable with them there. Second off, my other issue is with this. At least allow or at least provide a seat for the wife, because now you are being passive aggressive. You're being manipulative. Blah, 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 blah. You're being this type of situation type of this person, whatever. I can't speak right. It's not my fault. I got a speech impediment. But you're being this type of person that wants to cause drama, and that's just not right. I don't think the wife is an asshole for sitting on the husband's lap. I think it's a power move, and I think it's dope, and I think it's right. I think that's what you should do in that situation. Screw the mom. The mom's a piece of poo-poo head. The ex shouldn't be there. So sorry if you felt uncomfortable, but you should feel uncomfortable anyway, sitting around a dinner table with your ex and his family. That is just weird to me. I don't know why you're there. As far as the husband goes, husband didn't really say much, didn't really do much. As far as everybody else saying that what she did was inappropriate, screw that. If there was no room around the table to pull up a chair to, that is not her fault. Okay? She is not. No, sitting on the lap is fine. I don't understand the big deal around it. I don't understand anything really. My brain don't work, but I don't get what the big deal is. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with that, especially when there's no chairs there. The mom needs to get over that and needs to accept the fact that her son is now married to somebody other than his ex. I don't know why the ex gets invited to all those dinners. I think that's awkward for everybody involved. And it just seems like you're trying to cause drama. That's weird.
God, I'd kill to be there.
I would kill to be there.
Just sitting on there being like, your lap is so warm. Sorry, I feel like I'm seated so high because your bulge is so huge.
Okay, that's a little wild. That's wild for sure.
Look at that, a natural booster.
Whoa!
Insane.
The husband is not. Okay, all right. Okay.
Settle down now, settle down.
Kids.
What is happening?
Slow down, I'm not forklift certified.
Can't move it too close to my face, otherwise it focuses on the mic. Okay, can we get to the good part? Come on.
DMV
His new girlfriend, Betty Boop, is here.
Start talking.
Yeah.
Where's,
I know,
where's,
it's
it's his mother. It's his mother's house.
Yeah,
So-
they're
happens.
married. Like
They're married.
They're married. So it's like
Yeah, they're
you're the
married.
ex and you are the ex.
No, what I will
like
say
they're
is-
married.
He's like, okay, there's no, maybe he knows there's no fighting with her. I like that he's like, yeah, sit in my lap, babe. And then I like that they're both eating.
I love that. I love that he was cool with it. I love that.
Why-
that.
It feels like they're on a team.
Can I,
But-
the thing that's coming to mind.
Yes.
And I needed to do a visual. Could you sit on my lap?
Yeah.
My hair is so messed
I
up
don't
right
know
now.
how, and this is great, right? How is he eating?
Yeah.
Right? So you eat.
So she did say,
So is it like a?
I
gotta be like
imagine,
this.
I
Gotta be
imagine
like
you're
this.
seated across.
Yeah, I don't know
It's a
how
little
they
bit more-
really
she's kinda
position
sitting on
themselves
one leg,
either.
And like,
And her other leg's on his bulge.
well,
Like that?
she's
Like
saying
that.
I'm
But
seeing
where's,
it.
how do you?
This is so dramatic to be like.
It is dramatic, but she's saying it's the only option. She's also saying she's petite and he's like a strong built like.
Yeah, so he's
guy.
probably tall enough to reach for the table while she's small enough that it doesn't really cause that much effect on him. So that he can still eat. I don't know. That is a weird situation to try and eat.
So maybe like she really just comfortably sits on one of his legs, and like
Yeah.
it is awkward.
What?
All right, let's
There are
fast
so many
forward a little
stories of,
bit.
like families who are like, no, we're gonna make you marry this person.
Was she late?
That's so wild.
I will say it's
Why is
it's
it
an
going-
interesting thing that they started, that she was late to think that they didn't go together.
Yes.
She and
Yeah.
her husband didn't go to Thanksgiving, but we don't know the.
Maybe she
like,
had.
never
m-
know.
It could
Maybe she had her own family's Thanksgiving or a friend's Thanksgiving, or she had to stop somewhere, pick up something. Who knows what the situation was? But I don't really see that as big of a deal as the mom not providing enough seats for everybody. I think that is weird.
but she showed up and they had already started dinner, so already I feel like the family's just not respecting her.
I
We're gonna
agree. I
start
completely
without that.
agree.
I wouldn't even sit unless all parties are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, I can understand if it's more of a help yourself Thanksgiving, which most Thanksgivings seem to be nowadays. But if you are doing that classy sit down, have Thanksgiving, you probably shouldn't start until all parties are there. And I guarantee you the husband said something like, oh, can we wait for so-and-so? They're about to be here. And the mom was like, oh, no, oh, no, let's just start right now. It's fine. It's okay. And then there was no seats, and I'm sure the husband probably said something, and the husband didn't say anything. I think that is another issue. I think the husband should speak up and be like, hey, is there enough seats for my wife? And I think the husband should also speak up and be like, hey, can we wait for my wife? And if he's not doing that, then I guess I don't really know the full extent to how this family dinner is oriented. And like how casual and non-casual it is, but since they're sitting around the dinner table, I feel like that is something that you should probably be waiting for all parties and not just starting before everybody gets there. Because I mean, I think that's a little rude, and I think it's a little unfair, and I think you should respect every party involved.
It's like, hey, like, my wife is part of the family now.
Yes.
If you're not respecting her, you disrespecting her is disrespecting me. And if you're going to disrespect us on that level, like, I will not come to Thanksgiving.
No, I completely agree.
You tolerate it. You're
I
saying,
completely
like,
agree.
You're kind of giving it the okay. Like,
Yeah.
I can see reality where there was a set time.
Let's see
Then they
what
started
else.
dating, then broke up, but still maintained a decent relationship.
Oh, is this an
However,
update?
Mother-in-law is somehow. Someone commented under that saying, "Why is the husband okay with his ex being treated better?" Someone said, "Not the asshole. I feel
Yeah.
like I missed something." Does he
Yeah.
have children with his ex who she
Yeah.
brought to Thanksgiving dinner? Minus that, I have no clue what she was there for.
I
He says
completely
no.
agree.
They were friends and both families were close. Then they started dating, then broke up, but still maintained a decent relationship. However, mother-in-law is somehow acting like they're still together, but she denied all that, saying that she just treats her as a daughter, and also told me I have zero say in how she treats others, which is fine by me, really, but when I'm being treated as less than, I find issues with her treatment. On another note, my husband says he can't figure out this problem between me and his mom. He thinks that we're both wrong.
No, what?
Whoa. I don't know why the husband's saying that in this sense. Like, first off, I can kind of understand why the ex is being invited to dinners. Kind of. To an extent. But I don't think it should be as overplayed as the mom is making it. Also, I also don't understand why the husband is taking both sides. I guess, yeah, I don't understand at all. Because from what OP is saying on her Reddit story, it's really sounding like the mom is fully at fault, at least in my mind. So I don't understand how the husband can wrap his head around the fact, especially when this is your wife, of taking both sides or neither side. Like, I guess if you want to play devil's advocate, but do you really want to play devil's advocate with something that's going on between you, your mom and your wife? I think that is, I think that's something that you either have to work with. A Bood 1209 1209. Welcome, first time chatter. Glad you're watching. But yeah, I don't really understand the fact that why the husband is taking both sides. I think it's definitely a situation where the husband should probably just talk with the wife and his mom and try and figure out a resolution in this rather than playing devil's advocate, because I don't think playing devil's advocate is going to get you anywhere in this situation.
Both of you ladies are wrong.
You're both crazy. So emotional.
Someone said under that, sounds like your husband is a selfish guy. He didn't find it
Yeah.
odd that you had to sit on his lap.
See, that's the other thing. Now that makes me think that he didn't stand up for his wife before she got there. Like, maybe he didn't even mention the fact, like, hey, is there enough seats for my wife? Are we gonna wait for my wife? I feel like he probably didn't even do that now. So, from that sense, maybe the husband is being a little selfish, being less selfless towards his wife. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the husband may have some faulty characteristics at this point.
At Thanksgiving, he didn't find it odd that his ex was sitting happily and his wife wasn't. He doesn't seem to respect you much, to be honest. Lastly, someone said, not the asshole. Mother-in-law suggests after the fact that OP could have dragged a chair from the kitchen. It was mother-in-law's
that's
job
wild.
as host to do that herself.
100%
Failing to do so
agree.
was an obvious attempt to make OP ill at ease. OP responded delightfully. It was mother-in-law's fault that it
What's lagging again? Hold up. Let's
turned
see.
out the way it did.
Oh my God, you
There
know
we go.
this is
Now it's
giving
better.
Boy Mom's episode of Bit
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
No, it really
Exactly.
This is Amanda's Karen.
Yeah.
No,
is.
she, like, she,
Let's go on to the last
crazy.
Reddit
I also
story for
don't
the
know,
holiday
maybe I'm a-
ones, and then we'll watch a different
Today,
one.
I picked up
When is the next story? Right now. Yeah, we're gonna watch this one. You got any input for the last story? Or are you just waiting for the next one? Go ahead, let's see it. Let's go.
passing gas on the dance floor.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Really, Halloween?
It happens.
Well, Halloween has a lot of dancing.
A lot of dancing.
I think
So,
parties.
okay, so what?
Well,
You're
how do you know
already
it's
during Monster
Halloween?
Mash.
I feel like
So what? So what?
that was.
I
the
think we've
monster
all forwarded.
Okay, get to the story. Come on.
The actual Monster Mash, right?
Come on, Shane.
I'm a female in my mid-30s. Last night, I went out for a Halloween dance party. I worked really hard on my costume. I was the perfect combination of warm and slutty, and I was excited to
God.
strut my stuff.
I have a feeling she shouted herself or something.
Probably wherever they're
warm,
at.
yeah.
They're probably like.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Oh, got it.
Warm.
Got it.
So like,
got it.
at,
Oh, you meant like hot, like.
I was just like, huh? Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, read the story. Come on,
The way
Shane.
that this bar is set up is that there is a main level upstairs, and then you can walk downstairs to go to the dance area. It's a pretty small place, so it gets crowded. I had taken some mushrooms earlier in the evening, and I was feeling good. At some point
Fun.
in the night, I had to cut the cheese. I thought it would be a small one. I thought I could just crop dust it, but it was the most silent, deadly, toxic, foul stink bomb of my
Okay,
life.
at least she didn't shit herself. At least she didn't shit
Crop
herself.
dusting is when you kind of like move through a space, so you like kind of like you're gonna fart, but you're gonna keep on the move, so that
So you
you're
can
not
be
standing.
associated with
so
it?
when it's when the smell happens, it's like, oh well, I'm past there.
What's
Do you know what actual crop dusting is?
No.
It's like when a plane flies over and drops like pesticides or shit.
And then
or, like-
keeps going.
And it keeps going.
Yeah, so it drops stuff onto a field, so you're crop dusting.
Come on.
Learning what crop dusting
You
is
never
amazing.
crop.
That's wild. I can't believe that
Yeah.
they don't know what crop
Oh,
dusting
everyone
is.
crop dusted.
Oh,
Come on, get to the rest of the story, dude.
This mother.
Come on,
On
Shane.
a live stream goes, she's obsessed with Olaf. I'm so sick of it. I was like,
I know, me too. That's the only. So I watch Smosh because I love the reactions and stuff, but sometimes they just take way too long to get to the story. All right, can you just come on, come on, come on, come on? Fast forward a little bit. Let's see what it
That was
is.
a 3-hit combo.
Do you mind if I sit on Bailey's lap? I don't feel
Just
comfortable.
don't crop dust on your way over there. She's.
This place is a war.
Come on, get to the story. God, taking a little too long.
Drive a truck through this, please.
All right. I will say, man, like.
Keep
like,
Shane, shut the
It's one
fuck
of the best
up. Read.
parts of Disneyland, right? Is
Read.
like walking around all day, you're eating gross foods, and it's like, hey, if you got a fart.
What a good show.
It is magical.
That's the best part of
You're
Disneyland.
walking past the line for Star
Come
Wars,
on.
and it's like, sorry, guys. Like,
Come on, Shane, read the next part of the story.
you guys a little bit of a tour myself.
He goes, oh, I want to get a season
Oh my
pass.
God, how much further do I have to fast forward?
Wherever I want.
Yeah.
All right, it should be there.
Okay.
What's up, Ellie? It's been a while. It's been a
At
full
some
minute.
night, I had to
Welcome
cut
back.
Cheese. I thought it would be a small one. I thought I could just crop dust it.
All right, little quick recap of what's happening on in the story. She designed a costume. She went to a bar. She did shrooms, and then in the middle, at some point during the night, she had a fight and she cut the cheese. I've been working like crazy. I bet you have. I have too. It's been a crazy month. Crazy couple months, honestly.
But it was the most silent, deadly, toxic, foul stink bomb of my life.
Yep, there it
The
is.
smell from my ass destroyed the dance floor.
That's insane.
People cleared out. It was so bad, people thought that someone had an accident on the floor. Like they turned up the lights a little bit to see and make sure that there wasn't a health hazard.
That's
Even
crazy.
the DJ made a comment.
No way.
I went upstairs because I couldn't stand the smell of my own ass. I was
That's
up there
insane.
For about 30 minutes, and when I came back down, I could still smell my.
No, dude.
Whoa.
That is so
They
bad.
talk about. They thought someone had an accident. I had to
No.
play dumb. I was so embarrassed. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying I've definitely had, not me personally, but I've definitely been places, right, where I would like just randomly smell this nasty ass stink, and I'm just like looking around to see where it comes from. Like maybe the toilet exploded or something. I don't know, but there's definitely been moments where I've smelled really bad smells like that, where it just lingers and it stays there. And my only, like, the only thing that I will ever do is just leave or try to leave or get out of there as fast as possible. So to be on the not receiving end, but this person that sends that out to everybody else, that's kind of insane. I can't imagine how embarrassed you would feel, and the fact that you were posting it on Reddit is just beyond me, because I would be too embarrassed to even post that on Reddit. That is just, oh my God. And you like describe the bar too. So like what happens if somebody from that bar that was there that night reads this Reddit story and it knows exactly who this person is? That would be crazy. Oh my God, I couldn't handle that. All right, let's see we'll see a little bit of their input,
This
but
reminds
that's
me of
disgusting.
One of our live shows, unfortunately. It wasn't Tommy.
Oh. I'm thinking
Come
of the
on.
Tommy VidCon part.
There was.
I want some about the story,
Tell
not
the guy
past
Go
experiences.
check out his podcast.
Go check out this podcast. Angela was on an episode. I was on an episode. Corey was
Yeah,
on an
go
episode. Anyways, but it's horrendous. It's happened a few times in my life where
Yeah.
I'm in a group setting and someone farts, and it's like unfortunate.
I completely agree. There's definitely a few moments in my life that I can recall where it's just like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Everyone
there
cleared
have been
the
a
room.
couple times in my life where it happens, and then like probably back in like elementary school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
happens, and it's just like.
The DJ
We should
turning
play
the
Werewolf,
lights on.
except
The
it's who
DJ
farted.
commenting on it and the lights being turned up.
We're
lights
like,
being
hey, did
turned
someone
up.
pass out? We're just
Yeah.
Also,
No,
the fact that she-
that is crazy. Turning on the lights to see if there was like a chemical spill or some shit, like that's insane. Like how bad was it that they had to turn on the lights to make sure there wasn't shit on the floor? That's insane. That is so bad.
Came back 30 minutes later and it was still bad. It's like, hey, maybe something did
Something's
happen.
wrong.
Oh,
Something's
something's
not
wrong,
good.
and it isn't Saint Nick.
Nice call back.
From the
Yeah.
Oh, how I want to know how this story is holiday related.
Keep on.
Oh, it was Halloween. That's right. Okay, that's. Oh my God, I'm so slow.
Here you go. Hey, shh. They're gonna cut all this out. Keep going. One of us has a bad
Oh my
joke,
God,
gotta
did
go.
someone fart? Just keep going. Just keep
Okay.
going.
I think we're gonna call it on that Reddit story. Any inputs from the chat? Anybody that's watching, you guys got any inputs about that story? We're gonna switch over to the next Reddit video. So while we're doing that, any inputs that you guys got, let's take. All right, let's see.
Hello.
All right. No, nobody. I'm about to turn on the next one. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Where are you? Screen. There we go. All right. More now. And this time it's going to be X's and oh no's. Breakup Reddit stories. So I like hearing these ones because I feel like there's always a lot of drama in these ones. And I like drama. Drama I can talk about. Shitting on the dance floor, I cannot.
And welcome to Smosh Reads Reddit Stories. I'm Shane.
What up,
today's
Shane?
Theme is exes, or people who are on their way to becoming exes.
Exes. That's kind of fitting though. Since the first Reddit story we reacted to was literally a Christmas ex or ex that was at a Thanksgiving dinner, whatever you want to call it. So kind of fix the theme. The only one that won't fit the theme is the shit on the dance floor person, but whatever. That's okay.
The stories we got today come from the subreddit Am I the Ex, which is a fave of mine. I am joined by two people who are, they're not exes. They're here.
Are you sure?
They're in
Are you
my
sure?
life. Ian and Damien.
Hello.
Hey, great to see you, man. And hey, sometimes you can be friends with an ex too.
Oh, totally.
But also sometimes you don't want to.
Yeah.
Sometimes no.
That's wild. Okay, let's just skip ahead to the story. If you guys don't know who these people are, I would go and watch some Reddit stories on Smosh. It's a lot funnier when you're watching it by yourself, or just on a podcast for like driving to work or something. Definitely a lot better then. And you can meet everybody. But I'm gonna skip ahead and just listen to the Reddit stories because I don't want to listen to all the banter at the beginning, and I want to hear the banter in the Reddit. Make sense? Cool.
For demanding my girlfriend tell me her author's pen name.
Huh?
I, a 32-year-old man, have been dating Siobhan, a woman who's 32, for 6 months now. She's always been very vague about what she does for a living, saying things like writing and working from home, writing. But recently, one of her friends mentioned something, and I finally dragged it out of her. She's an author. She writes and self-published romance and erotica stories and novels.
Oh, okay.
And while not rich, she's able to make a living out of it.
Well, that's
I Googled her
good.
name and couldn't find anything, so I confronted her about this. She said she's writing under a pen name, so I demanded she give it to me so I know what
Why
she
is it
does.
leaking
She
again? Stop
refuses,
leaking.
saying she doesn't want it to be leaked, even by accident, and no one knows. I accused her of not trusting me, and she still refused, which was really annoying. I tried a nicer approach and told her that I want to know her fantasies so I can try it out with her, and she told me that what she writes aren't her fantasies, but her readers, and she's still not going to tell me. At night, I tried to check her laptop for her pen name, but she changed her password before bed. I was annoyed and told her she clearly doesn't trust me, and it's not fair because I have a right to know what she writes, especially since it's a sensitive topic, and I don't know her if I don't know her pen name. She was
That's not
furious
true.
that I tried to look on her laptop and told me to go home. Before leaving, I told her when she calls to apologize, I expect to get her pen name with the apology. She called me an asshole on my way out. I thought she'd call by now, but she hasn't. My sister told me I was the asshole and I should apologize, but I just don't see it and need a second opinion. Was I the asshole?
I don't know.
Okay, so, Ellie, no worries at all. I mean, you're good, and the only reason I'm not working today is I'm sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad that you were able to hop into the stream, though. Hopefully, you get some good rest. Little 2 cents about this Reddit story. Dude is the complete asshole. He's saying that she's saying that she can't trust him, and she's calling her out for all that. And I think there's a valid reason for not trusting you, dude. You tried to get into her laptop while she was sleeping. That's an issue. As far as like if she doesn't want her pen name out there, if she doesn't want to tell you, that's also up to her. Like, I don't know how long they've been dating, but like, I guess eventually she should probably tell you. But I also don't think it is that big of a deal. Like she's making a living off of this, and maybe she doesn't want you to know what book she's writing and all that stuff. As long as she's not writing it about you, I don't see a big deal in any of it. And it's not her fantasies; it's a reader's fantasies. So like in that sense, it's really not that big of a deal. She's writing for her readers. She's not writing for herself. She's making a living off of it. And she's doing it under a name so that it doesn't get back to her. So if she doesn't want to tell you, I don't think that's that big of a deal. Especially when she may not know how this relationship goes, and like you treated her just now trying to get a pen name kind of like an asshole. So like you were the asshole. So in this sense, I wouldn't trust you either, dude. And she had valid reason to. So I don't know. I definitely think he's the asshole in this situation.
I don't know if we get the answer on this, but should we take guesses on what what the material is? I'm gonna say it's either Bigfoot or werewolf.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, yeah.
Bigfoot erotica.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think it's that,
I never thought.
Ian.
Well, it would have to be. I never thought about that as a genre, but I guess that would make sense. The problem, though, Ian, is that you're displaying the same morbid curiosity that this asshole is.
Yeah.
And we can't do that.
I
She
mean,
doesn't
look,
want us to know.
I completely agree.
I don't think it's necessary. It's not his business really to know exactly what she's writing.
Yeah.
But I would be very curious. But I wouldn't try to
I'd be
break into her
so-
computer.
Yeah,
and
see that's the thing. I'd be curious and like I would ask my partner for the pen name, but if they decided not to provide the pen name, then that's completely up to them. I don't think it's really make it or break it situation, and I definitely don't think it's a situation where you have to try and look at a laptop and then like yeah, I mean you literally try to get into a laptop to find the pen name. That is so weird. It's so untrustworthy of you and so assholey of you. That's a big issue.
How he started was, I demanded she tell me. It's like,
Yeah.
well, you've already lost. Like,
Yeah, no,
you
precisely.
failed
You
me. You
I
failed
completely
this
agree.
already.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she didn't trust you. You told her, like, oh, you have trust issues. So I invaded her privacy
Right.
by checking her laptop.
Thereby
It's like,
proving her point.
yeah, I think she was onto something by not telling you. And look, I would understand the feeling of insecurity or the feeling of hurt if you were with someone or
Yeah, I don't really know if I have any more
oh,
sense
you're
on this.
writing
Let's
stuff
skip
on
ahead,
the
see if
pen
we
name.
can
You
get
were
some
telling me,
comments.
like, say, oh yeah, I'd want to know what your fantasies are so that I can try it out with you. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, that's
that is not how this works.
yeah, and that's not really how you bring up that type of conversation with your partner either. You don't. I feel like that has to be done in a particular setting, and definitely not when you're trying to figure out something that she doesn't feel comfortable sharing with you. Like, in that sense, you really have to wait for her to tell you if you actually do want to try that type of situation out. Or, I don't know, but I definitely don't think it's a good idea to be like, hey, what are the fantasies that you read about in your book? I want to try them out with you. Blah 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 blah. No, you don't do that because that's manipulative of you, and it's definitely very toxic. So definitely wrong situation, wrong action, and yeah, all that
You're
stuff.
not reading a book. Like,
Yeah.
you can talk to her at best.
Yeah,
But-
it's like, oh, I like the Fast and Furious movies. Oh, should we go 150 on the freeway? It's like, no,
Yeah.
that's a movie.
Yeah.
I want. Yeah, she's making a product now, so
Also, yeah, starting with demand is crazy.
That's great. I completely agree. That's
I
insane.
demand. I can't think of anything that I've ever demanded from a partner unless it's
You shouldn't be demanding anything.
like, no, I can't even think. Like,
No.
you can say, like, for myself to stay comfortable in this, I need us to make these changes. Are you
Yeah.
amenable to that? But
Right.
demanding
Yeah.
something is crazy.
I completely agree.
that's
There should never be a demand situation in a relationship because then that does start become a manipulative relationship. Like I can't think of one situation where you would demand something from your partner. specific words demand. Like, demanding something is insane. There's no reason, no how, no when you should have to demand something from your partner. And if you are demanding something from your partner, you are being toxic and demanding, and well, obviously demanding and manipulative. That's You can't demand anything in a relationship. Both parties have to be comfortable with whatever's going on. And like you can't like I wouldn't even be like, "Hey, I demand you give me my phone back." Like to me the word demand is just too aggressive, and it definitely doesn't fit in a relationship.
Transparent, blatant, controlling
Yeah.
behavior, right? It's like, hey,
Agreed.
you have to do this.
Yeah, I
I'm telling
completely
you to do
agree.
this. Like that's
And
just not how it
6
works.
months in is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a huge.
Okay, so he was sick. He's been dating this girl for 6 months. He had no right to do any of that stuff, let alone demand her, look into her computer, any of that stuff. Like, and the fact that she doesn't want to tell you her pen name is completely up to her. Cause, like, dude, you've been dating for 6 months. That's barely even like the start of a relationship. There's so much that she has to learn about you, and you showed your true colors by acting the way that you did. So I'm glad that she didn't give you anything, because you probably would have went around, done a 360, and went around and shared that pen name with whoever and everyone. That's insane.
Red flag.
Yeah.
In this house, we write dragon smut. I demand you write dragon smut.
That would be urging her to dump your controlling ass. That would probably dox her in the event of a messy breakup.
Agreed.
Someone said you're the asshole and you spelled ex-girlfriend wrong. Nice.
That's insane.
Got him.
My ex-girlfriend.
And that's why you'll never be a writer.
Yeah, truly.
All right, we're gonna skip to the next story. I think we gave a 2 cents on that. No sponsor today. Why am I having a hard time? I can't click. Okay, there you
My
go.
friend
Good
was
enough.
going through a tough time and he said he needed a break. He said he was going to press pause on our relationship and go visit his family in Washington.
Wait, what's going
Our
on?
next story. comes
Okay,
from
here we
Am I
go.
the Asshole and Am I the Ex from about May of 2025. So earlier this year.
Wow.
Or last
May of
year,
20.
depending on when
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
We're filming this in June of 2025.
All right. Am I the asshole for adopting a dog after I thought my boyfriend broke up with me? Okay.
No.
My boyfriend was going through a tough time and he said he
No.
needed a break. He said he was going to press pause on our relationship and go visit his family in Washington. I asked how you pause a relationship because I don't understand how that works. He
Me
said
neither.
he needed some time to work on himself and asked me to respect that. After he left, I reached out to him a few times via text, asking him to let me know he arrived safe and to say hi to his mom for me. I received no response. I tried to call and left a message asking if he had broken up with me. I came to the conclusion that he'd ghosted me, and my friends agreed.
No, that's completely valid.
My best friend recommended I find something like a new hobby or a new show to watch that wouldn't make me think of my boyfriend. I decided to get a dog. My boyfriend is horribly allergic to pet dander, so I never even considered getting a pet. However, since he broke up with me, I decided to get one. He's a senior dog with a
I don't see
shelter
any
that
issue
needed
with this.
rescuing. He's low energy and likes to lay with his head in my lap while I read, work, or watch TV. After 6 weeks away, my boyfriend texted me that he was back and coming over tomorrow, which was yesterday, so we could talk. I was shocked and texted him back asking what he was talking about. He said he was back and ready to unpause our relationship.
Nope,
He said he would
nope,
talk to me
nope.
about
Don't like
everything the next
this.
day. I texted back asking what relationship. He didn't answer. Yesterday, he showed up and told me he had done a lot of self-examination and was ready to move forward on his life path. He even wanted to talk about moving in together. Then he saw my dog and started freaking out. He asked me how I could get a dog when I know how sick he gets. I told him that since he broke up with me, I didn't think it mattered.
Same,
He said He
Damien.
didn't break up with me. I said he ghosted me. He said he communicated with me telling me he was pressing pause and visiting family. I said not answering texts is ghosting. We
Yeah,
argued and started
completely
exchanging.
agree.
Then he said he had to leave because he was getting an allergic reaction, even though he was standing in the doorway, not inside. I feel like he broke up with me and it was okay that I got a dog. He says that he never did and therefore it's a horrible act of disregard to have gotten a dog. Which of us is right? My
Nope,
best friend said I should break up with him because he's a jerk. I don't think
So here's the thing: you have no reason why you have to break up with him. He dumped you the moment he ghosted you, or you guys broke up or went separate ways the moment that he ghosted you. I don't see this being a relationship, because all he had, like, if that's the case, like if he said, oh, I'm pressing pause and going to visit family who God knows where, gone for 6 weeks, right? He could have been doing any number of things. He could have been hooking up with other people. He could have been literally, I don't know, murder or something. Literally anything underneath the book he could have been doing during this week, and not communicating with you at all. Not a single text, not even telling you where he's going, I don't think. That's so many red flags. Like, as soon as that crosses my mind, I wouldn't even go to ghosting, I would go to cheating. Because if you don't give enough sense, especially like when he came back, he was like, he came back and he said, I think I figured out that I want to continue down this path of my life, or whatever bullshit that he said. To me, that sounds like, oh, he had his fun, now he's back and he's like, yeah, I fucked up, or yeah, this is what is good for me, or he didn't get any, like, he tried to cheat on her and he couldn't, so he's like, oh yeah, this is what I'm good with, or any of that stuff, any of that type of situation. As soon as he ghosts you, though, as soon as he does not respond to any of your texts, I would consider that an ended relationship, and it lasted 6 weeks. By that time, you've probably already moved on for the most part. So no, that's not a relationship. I don't think you have to break up with him. I don't think you're an asshole for getting a dog. I think it's all up to you. It was your place to begin with. And like, if you guys do decide to keep going, which I highly don't recommend, make him get allergy pills or something. But I think as soon as he left and ghosted you, he broke up with you. I don't think there's any way where he could come back in town and be like, oh, I never broke up with you. Nah, you didn't, but you ghosted the fuck out of her. That's breaking up with her, in my opinion.
I should have to break up with someone that already broke up with me. If I break
Agreed.
up with him, I'm basically agreeing with him that he didn't break up with me, and therefore I was an asshole for getting the dog, right?
And the logic that you were providing, yes, I mean, but yeah, so don't even break up with him. Just don't allow him ever over again. Don't talk to him.
The semantics of it, of like, I didn't fire you, you fired me, or
No,
like,
quite
who
literally.
cares?
I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Like,
It doesn't
you just
matter.
don't want to deal with this guy anymore. Like,
Yeah, just cut him
You
out.
got a
Just
head
don't
start.
text
But you
him.
press pause, guys. It's like a video game. Life
No,
is
it's
like a
not.
video game, you know? You just press
Love
pause.
you,
The
Ian.
system will overheat if you leave it on for 6 weeks.
And it'll burn in on the screen.
You're gonna get the Xbox Ring of Death. That's what you're gonna
Thinking,
get.
when it first started, and when he's like, oh,
Or the Circle of Death, whatever
took a
it's called.
break, I was like, oh, it was a week, and she got a dog.
Yeah.
Like, if it's like, oh,
That's
the next
that's what I thought. I thought it was like, I thought it was only like 2 weeks and she got a dog and then he came back. But no, she said 6 weeks. That's insane.
day you went and got a dog. It's like, wait, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, next day is bad. But I don't know when she got a dog. It probably was at the 2-3 week mark where he just stopped texting. I think that's totally okay. Definitely if it's closer to the 3-4 week mark, but like 2 weeks is still okay in my opinion. 1 week, yeah, that may not be okay, but 2 weeks, but I want to say 1 week isn't okay, but I wouldn't do it at the 1 week mark just because I feel like some relationships might come back from that. I don't think you should go back from that, especially if it's been a week of ghosting, but I feel like some people do fall into the pressure of going back into something that they were previously happy in, even if it's not good for them.
6 weeks?
That's crazy.
That's a breakup.
Of no contact.
That I completely agree. That's a whole new. That's a month and a half,
Yeah,
dude. That's
you broke
over and
up.
done with.
You don't get to pause for 2 months.
Doing
No, you
something
don't.
like a break is so specific. Whether it's a break, whether it's taking space, taking time, you have to put the boundaries there. You have to have
Yes.
the until when. When is it safe for us to come together and talk?
Yeah.
Are we gonna
And I feel like breaks and pauses, whatever you want to call it, only works in certain situations. And then like how Damien is talking about this situation, I completely agree. Do you have to put up the boundaries? You have to put up a specified time. You have to put up what is what is allowed, what is not allowed. I still think that during pauses and breaks for people that do that type of stuff, you have to communicate during it because otherwise it's not really a break or a pause. I think it's more of breaking up and then maybe deciding to get back together in the future. I think a pause or a break should involve some sort of communication, and I think it should involve boundaries, what is allowed and what is not allowed. And I think there should be responsibility held to each party during one of those situations.
Have check-ins, whatever. For him to just be like, okay, done, blocked for 6 weeks is nuts.
No, I
Also,
completely
when he says, like,
agree.
moving forward with his life plan, if he was visiting family out of town for 6 weeks, does the man not have a job? Like,
No, I completely agree.
Yeah, he
What's
put a
going
pause
on
on
here?
his job.
Oh, okay,
He
I put
called
pause.
the boss. Hey, boss.
He
I
took
gotta put a
leave.
pause on the job.
Yeah.
no, I'm actually not fired. What do you mean?
No, I'm not fired. So you'll
I didn't
get paid.
fire, I just said I wasn't coming
You're
in.
not coming in for a while, and
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The audacity.
But I'm gonna have to put a pause on pooping.
Dude, that would be so bad for you.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it would be, dude. You get so backed up.
I think there's the middle. I mean, she's putting all these stipulations of like, oh well, I don't want it to be that like I'm agreeing that we didn't break up. It's like, no, you kind of did. Like he worded it so badly. He
Yeah.
worded it so horribly. Like you guys
Can we
did
get?
break up.
I hope there's an
Like,
update or
then
something.
it's like, oh, so you're gonna come back? You're so.
Or
focused
get to
on
the
yourself.
I
comments.
feel like people don't always communicate. Like, okay, but are we seeing other people?
Right.
Can we do that? Are you just going off to like
Good point.
go, get
Are you,
get your
are you
little-
testing something else out?
Well, I
Like,
missed
where he goes,
something.
You know what? I've grown and I've learned and I've realized I want to do this. I want to move in together. She had 6 weeks to do the same.
True.
To go. You know
Agreed.
what? And I've decided I want to move on.
I was really happy when you went here.
And I see that happen a lot. I've heard
Yeah.
about that happening. And then the person who initiates it is blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I'm like, oh yeah, because you weren't thinking about your partner. You're so focused on yourself.
You're focused on
So, yeah,
yourself
yeah,
and you're
you do
not.
have-
Yeah. Because, like, you gave her 6 weeks to think about how that relationship was in the past. And I've heard about situations about, like, how this happens in the past or happens during breaks and everything where the person that does initiate it ultimately feels like they fucked up because they lost the person. Happens all the time in movies. Why wouldn't it happen in real life? Like, this situation is just so weird. And, like, I think it's definitely a situation where, like, she probably did have time to reflect, and she probably does realize now that that situation is not good for her.
Work on yourself and figure some more things out.
I also just like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little suspicious of people if they're like, I'm going on a break and I'm leaving town for
I completely agree. That's what I was talking about earlier. Dude probably was cheating.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing during that time on this break?
Okay, let's
And
get
then
to a
also
little comments and
getting
updates.
avoidant attachment style.
Verdict, not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole at
Nicholas is
all.
Right. Do the semantics actually matter? 6 weeks of no contact, and he just decides to magically show up again, and he thinks you should have unpaused your life just because
Yeah.
he said so? Block him and move on. He does
Yeah,
not have any
completely
right to disappear
agree.
without
Never let him
communication.
back in your life
Reappear as
again.
If nothing happened, and expect you to be okay with it. I'm willing to bet good money that if you accept this behavior once, it will become reoccurring for the rest of your relationship / life. Nobody has time for that nonsense. Not the asshole. Someone else.
Yeah,
said,
and that's the other thing. Like, if you accept this behavior and you take him back, what does that say about you? That you're okay with the fact that he just ghosted you? Like, I feel like you need to take some time to reflect and make sure that you are not going back into a situation that is toxic in this sense. You need to be doing what is good for you. And that type of situation is not good for nobody. That is just... Nobody should be ghosting their partner for 6 weeks at a time. Only time I can understand that is if you're going off and like you're being stationed somewhere because you're in the military and you don't have full contact or you're literally at war or something. Like that I can understand. But just pausing your relationship, going out of town for 6 weeks and then coming back and like everything's okay, that's just messed up. That's not okay.
From what I've seen of breaks, there are rules discussed about what is
There
and is
are.
not okay during the course of a pause for the play button to still work. He wouldn't even answer a text clarifying
So
whether he'd
leggy
broken
today.
up with her or not. If he'd really wanted time to think and to
I
protect-
forgot about that part. She did text him and ask if they broke up, and he didn't even recognize that text when he got back in town. That is so messed up. You first off, if you're going on a break, you need to tell her, no, we're not broken up. We're taking a break. And you need to specify your boundaries. You need to specify what is okay and what is not okay. That is insane that he didn't even like respond to that. That's so weird.
The relationship at the time, he would have answered that text. The dog is the best F you we're done response. She gets a lovely pupper and he has reason to stay gone. Someone said,
Agreed.
I wonder who he was trying to get with that didn't work out during those.
Completely agree. That's what I was thinking.
Right up his ass. Yeah, a lot of comments also went along with that line of like, the 6-week amount.
Dude probably started a new relationship and then when it didn't work out, went back. That's probably what he did. He probably is unemployed. The reason why he wants to move in is probably because he did move in with somebody for 6 weeks. It didn't work out, and now he moved back to town and wants to move in. That's probably what happened. Dude's probably a full-on blown cheater.
That's so much.
I try not to jump to cheating,
Right.
like they're cheating on you, but 6 weeks is a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's a specific amount
And
of
it's
time.
out of town.
It's out of
It's out
town.
of town.
It's suspicious as hell.
And like
Completely
taking time apart
agree.
or like taking a step back can be fine, but the idea where it's like, even if there weren't someone else involved, if you don't want to talk to this person even a little bit for 6 weeks,
No, it's
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in a relationship.
think
I
straight up
completely agree.
blocked
You guys aren't meant to be
or
together if you don't want to talk to them for
vacation,
6 weeks.
Which again leads me to think the cheating thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think
agree.
In my real life, when talking
Let's
to
fast
people,
forward a little bit.
moving
You're
forward.
looking for an answer in situations like that. Like, what is the reason? What's going to make this easier? But you're just trying to find control in a situation where
Yeah.
you have none. End of the day, he screwed you over big time.
Right.
So,
Finally, someone said, Guy reply, you're not the asshole. You replaced him with a far more stable and emotionally mature partner. Well done. Give him a
Completely
thousand hugs
agree.
And go out on walks, scoping for a new guy with your 4-legged wing.
Go cuddle, watch some movies, eat some, give him some doggy ice cream and have some ice cream. Block that guy. He's immature. He's dumb as fuck. A break is not 6 weeks of ghosting. A break is something that you guys both decide on and agree on and set boundaries for. So cut your losses. You'll find somebody better. That's the end of today's Reddit story video, though. I will be doing another one in 3 to 4 days, depending on what my schedule looks like. But this will be uploaded today, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As the classic 2012 YouTubers always said.
Happy New Year.
It is, and yeah, that's
as
pretty
I'm
much
recording
it. So,
this, it is the 23rd, which
there was
means it's also going to be uploaded on the 23rd, which means tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So, happy holidays. I hope you're enjoying whatever break that you get during this time. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move the camera over a little bit, but yeah, welcome back if you're back. If you're not, if this is your first time on the channel or the stream, follow, like, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna switch scenes real quick, hopefully, if it works. Oh, it did work. All right, perfect. We'll be reacting to more Reddit stories today. It's just the typical thing that we've been doing lately. This time it's gonna be all about confessions. I don't know what sort of confessions. I don't even think it's Christmas themed, but we're gonna be watch some of those, give my little input on everything, and you guys will leave your input in the comments or in the chat as the video goes on. I feel like my lighting is kind of messed up today. Which way's the dog? This side's dark. Okay. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Nope. Nope. Okay. It's just gonna have a slight shadow on my face today, I guess. Is my camera laggy too? Question. It might be a little laggy. I do have to up the volume though, because the last time we were watching this, the volume was kind of quiet, and I didn't realize that until after I was finished. So
I'm Shane,
let's see.
And today's theme is confessions. We have some wild confessions today.
It should be
Some,
better.
My producers say are some of the wildest confessions.
All right,
we've
so
ever
we got some
done.
confessions here.
Been waiting
We'll
for
react,
months
give a
for
little
an
two
episode, and that's
inputs.
this one right now.
Mia
I'm joined by two
Q,
people who
what's
have
up? How's it
confessions
going?
to make. Chance and Arasha. Go.
I'm a virgin.
I don't like truffle, okay?
Me neither.
What?
Oh.
That's good. I'm glad to hear. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead to the first story. I am not into these little intros that they do.
In 2013.
Okay.
Listening caps on.
Here we go.
This
I'm doing
from,
great. Doing great.
September of 2025. I gave an escort
Go
3
3
Bitcoin in 2013, and I still obsessively check her wallet address. I don't know about Bitcoin, so I'm guessing you're able to look at other people's apps, like in the apps.
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about Bitcoin either.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll get into
seems
this.
dangerous.
I just want to know how rich she is now.
This is probably weird, but I need to get it off my chest. Back in 2013, I paid an escort with 3 Bitcoin. It was worth maybe $300 total at the time, so it seemed like a reasonable transaction. Here's the messed up part. I still check that Bitcoin address regularly, have been for 11 years now. Those Bitcoin just sat there untouched all this time. She probably had no idea what they were or how to access them. Recently, I noticed movement on the address. She's been transferring small amounts to Coinbase, probably finally figured out how to cash them out. Do you know what 3 Bitcoin is worth today?
Probably like
$350,000.
I was gonna say it was probably a shitload.
Occasionally over the years, wondering if she knew what she was sitting on. Part of me hoped she'd forgotten about them entirely so I wouldn't have to think about the money. But now she's cashing out and I can't stop checking the blockchain explorer. It's like watching someone win the lottery with money that used to be mine. The worst part is I have 0 Bitcoin now. Spent it all.
I mean, that's what happens.
And never even tracked
that's what happens
properly. Back then I didn't care about taxes or records, but now when I look at what I let slip away, I realize how badly I handled the whole thing. She probably doesn't even remember me, but she's about to be $350K richer because of a transaction I made over a decade ago. I know this is unhealthy, but I can't stop tracking the address. It's become this.
I don't even know how to react to this. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, this guy, he paid an escort with 3 Bitcoin, and now the escort is not rich, but she's well off. Like, it just makes me remember that one story about the guy that paid for pizza with like 10 Bitcoin or something so that he could feed his kids, and that 10 Bitcoin would have been like $1 million some or whatever. Or it was like 100 some Bitcoin or something. And then I think about the guy that lost his like hard drive that had like 200 Bitcoin on it, and he's been searching trash and everything, and God, I can't imagine. That's crazy. Whew. At least it's not me.
Weird obsession with what could have been. The thought I could have had so much more money had I not spent it all on futile things. Although I have made some progress in that regard. These days I keep better track of everything because I don't want the same kind of regret to sneak up.
What else did he spend his Bitcoin on? Because like 3 Bitcoin in 2013, it was like $300, whatever. So like, what else? How much Bitcoin did he have? And like, how much did he spend? Did he spend more on like escorts, or was it like buying dumb stuff like a PlayStation or something? That's what I want to know. I want to know like what he all spent his Bitcoin on. I don't know, like, I don't know, dude. That's crazy. Because in 2013, I was young. I couldn't buy Bitcoin if I wanted to. And like, I'm just trying to think, like, if I was in that situation, because like I've bought stocks before and I never thought they'd go up or whatever, and they usually don't in my scenario. But in the case of Bitcoin, it went up so high. How would I feel if I just gave away 3 Bitcoin like that? Probably depressed. Probably very depressed. And I probably would end up doing the same thing. I'd probably watch the wallet or whatever and see like what happened. Is it sitting there? Is it like, did they forget about it? Did they lose access to it or what? Because like that would make me so upset.
Using proper tools like awaken.tax makes it less of a headache because it pulls in my wallets and exchanges automatically. This becomes an ad.
I gotta shave. I gotta shave so much.
Fixing the past, but at least I don't have to obsessively check some old address to remind myself what I lost. Anyone else have financial decisions from their past that they can't stop thinking about?
Oh, I'm so tired.
I don't know how to let it go.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it was a mid story.
I don't money. It was a gamble, like which is what Bitcoin is.
I don't really have a lot of input on this. I'm gonna skip a little bit further.
Never would have held it this long though. That's true. Someone said, I have a friend who is an aging stripper and is struggling right now trying to get out of the business. You can't strip forever. It's a young person's game, so she's trying to transition into makeup school and cosmetology. But it's a real struggle. I have
Dude,
to
I gotta
imagine that for
shave.
sex workers,
Oh
it's
my
the
God,
same
it's
deal.
so bad.
I know you are full of
All right,
regret.
I don't really have a lot of
Sometimes.
input on this
Alright,
story. I'm
well,
gonna
helping
skip ahead
someone
to the next
transition into
one.
the next part of their life in next confession. This
Here we go.
comes from the subreddit that I've never seen before, long distance. Subreddit probably all for long distance relationships. That actually
I
seems
kind of
like a
want to
really
hear.
good
I feel
subreddit.
like there's
This
gonna
was
be
posted in
drama.
October of 2025. I, a 21-year-old woman, love my long-distance boyfriend, 21-year-old man, but I'm ashamed of how he looks, and it's eating me alive.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
So you
I,
love them, but
21-year-old
you hate the
woman,
way they
never
look?
thought I'd be
I
the
think
kind
that's
of
a
person
little
ashamed of
messed
someone
up.
they love, but here I am. My long-distance boyfriend, who's 21, came to visit me at college last week, and instead of feeling excited, I felt anxious. The physically sick kind of anxious about being seen with him. No one here has ever seen him
Wow.
before. I've always refused. When he came, I took him to spots I'd never even been to, just so there was no chance of running into anyone I knew.
Oh, God.
I wanted to show him my world, but not really let him in. The thing is, I don't even think he's that bad looking. He just has a weird beard, yellow smoker teeth, and an awkward body shape that doesn't do him any favors. Still, I'm genuinely attracted to him. I wouldn't be as intimate
Stubbed
with
my
him if I
toe.
wasn't. The sex is amazing. I just also know he's not on the same level of attractive that people expect when they look at me. For context, I'm 5'3", skinny yet curvy. I have a big ass, flat stomach, 34 double D chest. I have white, straight teeth, clear skin, done hair, perfect makeup.
Holy cow.
Good in tight dresses.
Brother, this is wild.
Laser vision, I can fly. I take pride in that. I work hard to keep myself put together because my world requires it. I'm in PR. I'm in a regionally and nationally recognized sorority, specifically my chapter for how amazing we are. My life revolves around image, presentation, perception. So
This
yeah,
person
when I'm
seems
standing
stuck
next to
up,
someone who
dude.
doesn't fit that image, the disconnect feels huge. He's short, 5'8", thin, smells like cigarettes, and has that slightly offbeat look that makes people stare a second too long. God damn, bro.
Did she like this person?
I don't think she likes him.
She does not.
She's
I
a
know I'm more
conceited
conventionally attractive than him.
B
and I know
word.
people who would look at us and think, why him? I can't bring him to the galas I attend or with me to the conventions where I win awards. I'd be taller than him in heels and people would be like, what the f? He just can't be the man on my arm because he doesn't fit the role. That's why I don't tell people about him. I never call him my boyfriend. He's always just a guy I talk to. No one truly knows how emotionally connected we are. Everyone in his life knows me. They know he loves me and would do anything for me. His family, his friends, they all root for us. But on my end, if someone asks if I'm seeing anyone, I say I'm single. I act like he doesn't exist. And yet he does. He's fun, gentle, and endlessly loving. He's my boyfriend even if no one knows it. When one of my coworkers accidentally saw us, she went back and told everyone how short and chopped he looked. He asked why I'd waste my time on a bartender when I have so much going for me. She also said she couldn't believe I'd let someone like that defile me. I laughed it off, but it hit harder than I wanted to admit. The truth is, I've spent years mastering how to be seen. I know exactly how to dress, smile, and move through rooms where being admired is currency. He's not built for that world, and somehow he's also the only person who's ever really seen me. I don't know how to make those two versions of my life exist at once. The one the world applauds and the one that's actually real. I hate that I hide him, and I hate that I care this much about what people think. But I do, and it's breaking my heart.
I feel like personally, like for my like, whoa, hold up, sorry, I'm zooming out a little bit. It was a little bit too close for my liking. I feel like personally, I feel like she's stuck in between two different worlds right now. I feel like she is trying to decide whether she wants this, like her old self, or her actual self versus the self that she makes everybody perceive to be. I feel like she's trying too hard to fit in and to become that person that everybody looks at and everybody admires and everybody does everything for, whatever. And also get some better friends, because it shouldn't matter what your boyfriend looks like. Really shouldn't. And you also really shouldn't care what your boyfriend looks like or how other people perceive your boyfriend. As long as you find them attractive and as long as you love them. So that's so, I don't know. I definitely think that you should probably break up with him if you do not love him. And from the sounds of it, you do not love him. So I know this isn't asking for advice, this is just a confession, but your confession sucks and you should either dump him or he should dump you. So that is that. I mean, really shitty situation to be in. You know, but you put yourself there. So let's see what they got to say.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah,
Number one, damn.
agreed.
Got that out of the way. Thank you.
I'm trying to separate. There's the part of me that's hearing this. I'm like, this is awful. You're awful.
It's horrible.
I'm also like, this is an anonymous post where you're confessing that you know this is awful. I
Sure.
think
Yeah.
she's reconciling with, there's an awful part of my brain and I'm hating it.
What's the awful part of her brain?
That she
The main point.
loves this guy and like she feels the attraction, but she cares more about
About what other
society's
people see.
view of
Yep,
her.
agreed.
I think
Than
it's
her actual
yeah. I
feelings.
think
I
it's
agree.
just the latter. Like just the second part of what you said, I think, is the awful thing in her brain that she needs to remove, which is the idea of what other people think.
I agree.
That is what's ultimately stopping her because she's saying the sex is amazing.
But
She's
here's the thing. I don't think she's ever gonna change the way that or work towards fixing that part of herself because she's obviously doing her career, her sorority, her college, the events that she attends, everything underneath the sun. She's all doing that just so that people look at her a certain way. At least from that story. I mean, she's obviously so demanding for satisfaction and admiration and people's I don't know, people's gaze that she's saying everything about herself from her waist size to her boob size to the hair color to the softness of her skin or whatnot and so on and so forth. Like everything that she mentioned on the Reddit story, she's obviously doing that because she wants the attention. She wants people to picture her. She wants all that stuff. Like, and like, if you look at what she said about herself versus what she said about her boyfriend, there is so many more descriptors for herself than there is for her boyfriend. For her, she had a 3-4 sentences worth of stuff, whereas her boyfriend was he's skinny, his body doesn't fit his build, his teeth are yellow, and he smells like cigarettes. Like what else? And then she had everything from her boob size to her hair color to the color of her skin to her height, the weight, the fitness of her body, and everything. So like she's obviously trying to get people to think about it. So my point is, if you care that much about yourself, I don't think you really care about your boyfriend. I think you care more about other people's perceptions. And I don't think that's going to change just because you don't like that, you care more about that. I think that's going to take a lot more effort than just that. Because you put your whole career into this, you put your whole life into other people seeing you the way you want them to see you. So that's on you. And if you want your boyfriend, you probably got to fix it. So
attracted to him. It's that thing that's like, would you rather be with the person that you find super, super attractive, but the world thinks is unattractive, or the other way around?
Yeah.
And she, I think, would rather the opposite. She
Yeah.
wants the world to see her with
I
this
completely agree.
conventionally attractive, large, masculine man. And even if she
Even if
would
she was
like be
miserable with
unhappy,
him.
she would be like,
Yeah.
well, at least appearance-wise,
Yeah.
we look as if we are prim and proper. And that's what she cares more about.
I
It
agree.
also feels, a
I'm going
part
to
of
take
me
my hat
feels
off.
like-
We're going to see how this looks.
Honestly, it feels like she's projecting a little bit. She doesn't know what other
Guys,
people
don't
think
make
of
fun of
him.
me.
It sounds like what she thinks of him, what she's thinking other people. It's her own. Has she asked people what they think
Look
he
how
looks like?
bad
Her
my
boyfriend
hair is.
saw him and said he's short and chopped.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe this
that's
was a
true.
bad
Like,
idea.
And she
Yeah.
said, I can't believe you'd let someone like that defile you.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Which
but it
is-
hit home.
yeah.
But it's like it hit her own insecurities of what she's thinking.
I look
everyone
so
else- what
homeless.
she's
Yeah.
putting on everyone else.
Totally.
And it was confirmation bias. It's exactly what she wanted to hear.
Totally.
She's like, oh, so they
Is
do
this just
think
going to
my
become
worst fear,
every video
which is
thing? Me
he's
fixing my
not
hair because I wear a
attractive
hat
enough.
all day?
She's the part of her brain that's viewing a partner as an accessory.
down
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, it's just an accessory. It's like, this is you.
No,
You're
I
only
don't
thinking
think
about
so.
yourself.
Yeah.
She seems to be kind of admitting that.
Yeah.
I think so, but I wonder what would happen if all the people in her life were like, oh my gosh, he's so attractive, he's like so great for you. Like, would that flip something in her head, or would she be
wonder.
like, they're lying to me and not
She might-
accept it?
yeah.
On a human level, it sounds like they chemically connect. It sounds like that part isn't what she can control,
Ah,
but
fuck
she's
me.
observing and analyzing it. She's zooming out and looking at herself with this guy and being like, this doesn't fit, it doesn't look right, I need somebody else, somebody different. Her priorities,
is what we're
I think,
doing
are
today.
just off.
Backwards
And she
hat.
cares too much about other people and what they might think about her relationship.
And her network.
I agree.
Awful, right? Like, what her friend said immediately.
Yeah.
So horrendous. If she woke up tomorrow and she didn't look as perfect
But-
as she looks, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like your entire.
I'm gonna agree right there. I'm gonna agree that your friends, like, if you didn't look the way you looked, if you didn't act the way you acted, they would not be your friends. And it's from the sounds of it, you do not express your true self in front of them. It's only your boyfriend that sees you for who you really are. So in that sense, right? Do you really have friends? Because right now it seems like they are your friends to your fake persona, in which case you probably shouldn't be friends with them. If you have to put on a front or a face, that's not the right situation to be in. Definitely not. So, I mean, it sounds like you really do have to figure out what you want in life. Do you want to live life hiding behind a shell of what you really are? Or if you want to be a real person and be who you think you really are, in that case, then yeah, your life is probably better with your boyfriend. But if you want to be the shell, stick with where you're at.
Friend group would abandon you
Yeah.
in a second. It doesn't sound like he would. I don't think he cares. It
Yeah.
sounds like he
No.
truly loves you, but your network doesn't.
Yeah.
They
Agreed.
view you as an accessory too.
And
Agreed.
unfortunately, she values that. She the way that she speaks about
Yeah.
her extracurriculars,
Man, look,
like
I look
her
so
sorority,
tired.
like she has value in it being nationally recognized.
I am
She
tired.
has value in her having
Yes, I'm
perfect
yawning.
makeup. Like I think those are the things that she's putting on a pedestal. But
Oh
when
my
I
God.
hear that she is describing herself as single and not even calling her boyfriend, it doesn't seem like a badge that she's proud to
I
wear.
dropped it.
She doesn't actually love this person.
Right.
Because if you love them, then you'd want to flaunt them. You'd want
you
to be
love
like,
me,
I'm
let
so
me
happy in the
go.
position that I'm in. And she's
Yeah.
hiding that.
Well, I was gonna say.
Agreed.
the way
I'm not
that
really
she
liking
talked
these
about
Reddit stories
herself,
today.
I think
It's
she
really
has a lot of pride.
stressing me out.
We are going to talk about. Hello.
Okay. YouTube. You heard it from Shane. Okay. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. But I'm watching them. Here we go.
Okay. I think my house is haunted. I see gnomes and hear voices.
Okay. I don't know how I would feel about gnomes in my
Southeastern
house.
Spain, I have one old French bulldog. All doors are locked. I only have two neighbors. etc.
Yeah.
They both wear little hats.
There we go.
And
Do you know what gnomes are?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Gnomes like garden gnomes, right?
Gnomes?
Yeah, no, but if I don't want to open this can of worms, but I don't really know what a gnome is. But keep going.
Like garden gnomes,
I feel
right?
like that's maybe
They work for
important
Travelocity.
It's just like a little guy, and
I know, it's just like a little guy.
Like a garden gnome.
And a garden gnome, yeah.
Yeah.
With a hat.
I feel like there's probably a monster version of them, right? In some parts of the world where it's like, oh, it's just like an evil little creature.
Oh,
I see the Keebler elves, and I think those are gnomes.
okay.
But
And I
they
know
say
they say they're elves.
I'm
but
looking up
like-
gnomes,
Yeah.
trying to
but
see if
we don't
it's
know them. Our
creepy.
respect.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has one old French
Gnome
bulldog,
mythology.
Doors are locked. I only have two neighbors, etc. I'm laying in bed scrolling on my
Yeah,
phone,
they're
and
just
I hear my
small
husband shouting,
earth
"Babe?"
creatures.
I look at my clock, knowing it's way too early for him to be home. I open the bedroom door and reply, "Yeah?" Nothing. I assume he didn't hear
Okay.
me. We live in an apartment with weird angles, walls. Sometimes it muffles words. I yell my husband's name back. Still nothing. Now I'm weirded out. I call him and I'm half laughing, half panicked, and ask him
Okay.
if he's home. He says no. I ask him what he's doing, and he says he's driving to the airport. We run a car rental business. I tell him what happened, and he assured me I'm home alone. I'm at a loss. I hear him call me so clearly. It was like he was looking for me. I've checked the whole house and nobody is home apart from me and our dog, an old Frenchie
That's
who can
creepy as
barely
hell.
walk anymore. I've had other experiences in this house, such as a literal gnome running under our bed. I'm
What?
serious.
Like a garden
Can't
gnome?
explain it. and it sent shivers all over my body. Okay, yeah, pause. You're like, oh, I heard a voice. By the way, I have seen a little tiny man
Run
under my bed. By the way,
Yeah.
side note, I've seen a tiny little man run under my
Back
bed.
to the voice.
That's
Like-
that's
Back to this
also
thing I heard.
so clear to know what it is. Like if in your
Yeah.
you see something move, you'll be like, "What was that? A mouse? A spider?"
I was gonna say there might be a gas leak in your house, cause like I think you're hallucinating. Cause in order to see something running so clear as day, you'd have to be pretty much right up next to it, and could not be running that fast. Cause if it was running fast, you wouldn't be able to really make out what it is. I think you might be hallucinating. Like actually.
I should investigate. To say without a doubt, this was a gnome.
Yeah.
Crazy to say periffs.
Periffs.
Peripheral vision takes too long, so I just say periffs.
No, that's
Update.
valid. Already?
Already? So that was the whole.
Yeah, wait, what? I'm so confused.
Shane, you updated so fast.
Yeah, that was very
Well,
fast.
do you have anything to talk about?
She lives in a tree. I don't know.
That was just crazy. I've just never heard you. It's just having.
Yeah, that was so fast.
Okay.
That was
so wait,
Come on, why am I?
at the end of it,
My
she
camera's
was
been
like,
acting
okay, I
weird
heard
lately.
Guys, I noticed. I heard a voice.
Also, I need more
Doesn't
lights in the
compare
basement.
to the gnome ran under my bed. Move
I
on.
guess I need to ask. Before we get further into these stories, Angela, where do you find yourself on when it comes to ghosts or paranormal or things? Like, I'm not asking even if you're a believer or not. How quickly are you, like, when something happens, to be a skeptic of it or to be?
Depends on the day.
I'm usually a
but
skeptic
I'm
right
usually
away.
probably
Unless the story is like so
Like,
soundproof, then
I'll
I
be
won't
like,
be.
"Are we
But
sure she
I'm
wasn't
usually pretty
tired
skeptic
that
right
day?"
away. I'm talking over here, so I'm apologize. But I'm usually a skeptic right away. Like I find reasonable. I try to find reasonable things for that type of stuff to happen. But with that being said, I do believe that there is a possibility that they could be out there. I'm open to the idea of the supernatural. But, why she look like Kermit right now, Bill? I apologize. I'm sorry. That's so rude. All right, let's keep playing.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, so a gnome must have lived there before. So I kind of buy into it. And you buy into it too, right?
I buy into it a little
I
bit.
love paranormal stuff. I love the stories. I
Me
love
too.
The idea of it.
Completely
I don't
agree.
Personally, really believe in pretty much anything
Yeah.
at all. But even close family members have ghost stories of things they went through, and I'm like, I believe them. But then, like in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, it was the '80s. Maybe they were coked out. Like I don't know.
That's also fair.
What about you?
I'm super skeptical, right? And so people think that I don't believe in anything. My thing is I believe anything is possible.
Yeah,
But
me too.
Because I believe absolutely
You're
anything
super
is possible, and I believe there's an infinite amount that we don't know, I need to be skeptical.
Yes.
And tear everything
Because you
away.
will,
Yeah.
So, like, if I see a blur go by, I go, I know that I saw a blur go by. I know. that I
Agreed.
don't know
Agreed.
what the just happened.
Yeah.
Where I get skeptical is especially when people go like, "Oh, I saw a gnome," and I'm like, "You're
You know
so
for certain. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's where
Yeah.
I'm not skeptical. I'm not skeptical of the world being mysterious and having a lot there. I am skeptical of human perception because it has been proven to be so faulty. You're a fan of true crime. You know that witness testimony is very like up in the air because our memory, our perception is tough to trust a lot of times.
Sure. You need
And so
Yep.
I'm like, I need to be skeptical. I need to be skeptical.
I'm
because
so
skeptical
tired,
of
dude.
What I am seeing.
Yes.
Huh.
It's not that I don't trust people. I don't trust just
No,
our
makes
brains
sense.
sometimes.
I also
Look at me,
like,
dude. I
think
look
a lot of things can be
exhausted compared to the
explained, and,
last
like,
video.
My dad had a good way of putting it. It's like everything is magic until you understand how it works.
sure.
But like I was
Yeah,
swiping
I've heard
earlier
that
today, and
before.
I didn't even look into whether the image was real or not. But like sometimes water turns red due to some kind of algae, and it was like a
Yep.
waterfall in Antarctica that was like pure red, and it looked like blood. And I thought to myself like, if I didn't know exactly how that happened and there was not like internet communicating stuff, I would have been like, the falls turned red. And when we killed
Yeah.
Jake, that counted as a sacrifice and it stopped being red. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
Like it's so easy to be like, this is probably it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Look,
No, yeah.
we live
If we
in a
didn't have
world
common
where we
sense,
have to be
like common sense
skeptical of
obviously has evolved, and like way back in the day, I'm sure a lot of this stuff could have been like, oh yeah, no, that's a ghost, or yeah, no, that's supernatural right there. But now we got a lot of common sense, we got a lot of understanding about how things work, so we can easily break it down. And I hate these bots that always pop in here.
of like AI can create a person who talks and sounds real.
Yeah,
And I'm like, we already live in
no,
such
Mr. Beast is really my friend.
that's pretty creepy.
we're already living in the sci-fi world that we
Yeah,
learned
we
about
are.
as a kid. So I'm like, I am not saying anything is impossible. I'm just like, I have to be skeptical.
Literally.
Sure.
But there's mysterious stuff. And look, there's so much undiscovered. There's so much
Yeah.
once we discover it, once we know what's going on,
Yeah.
it changes what that
Yeah.
could be, right?
I'm also the type that like I would love to be proven wrong. Like in the
Absolutely.
same way of like being skeptical. Like if there was some way someone were like, oh yeah, we found gnomes and we've made contact.
See, my issue is like, I would love to be proven wrong or proven right in multiple different senses or situations or topics or whatever. But my problem is, I feel like even if I had proof, and I feel like this is just like my issue, my brain telling me no, but I feel like even if I had proof, my brain would just be like, no, that's not enough proof. Like, even if it was for sure a certain thing, I feel like I would just need more proof. Like, I don't know. Like a lot of things just don't really sit well in my brain unless I know like 100% certainty that it happened. You know?
Great. It's probably not under Bethica's bed after thousands of years of being undetected. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Have you guys seen the Dynasty Ghost?
The Dynasty Ghost, I've heard.
There's a theater we perform at a lot, Dynasty
Okay,
Typewriter,
come on.
and they have a documented ghost sighting, and
Get
then
to
I do my
it.
podcast there.
maybe 6, 5, or what.
I want the
The
update that he
moment I-
teased right in the beginning.
Okay, update.
Here we go.
A year update. I'm selling
Oh,
this
okay.
house. I've had enough.
Okay.
Whoa.
So what's
So,
happened in
it's a
that
year
last
since
year?
Everything happened. The snake, the gnome, the voices. The
What?
snake?
I love this author. She just has like a funny way.
And things aren't much better. We have small possessions go missing and turn up in crook and crannies. My underwear and my husband's jewelry often winds up under our living room sofa when they have no reason to be there. It can't be my French bulldog as she's too big to fit under. We also routinely hear whistles / weird mimicking like sounds. A big one is when I leave the house and my husband reports hearing me moan sexually from upstairs in the guest room. I know, both weird and creepy, but it's happened multiple times, and when he checks it out, there's obviously nothing. Same with when I hear a man whistling when it's just me home with my old dog. We are trying to sell this house and buy a new one. It's not been easy because we've had some especially religious families come and view it only to feel weird or some outright tell me I need to have it blessed. I'm not religious / part of any religious groups or a church. I'm also scared to mess with anything in here. Whoa.
Done?
I wish you would have gone
I gave you the
into detail.
update way too soon, and now you want it immediately.
Yeah.
Both of these ended like it was just.
I know.
Yeah, the
It's
endings are weird.
I don't know.
Do you
Yeah.
think the moan was the gnome?
The moaning gnome.
Oh no, she has gnomes.
Gnome.
Oh no.
Bone gnome.
Bone gnomes.
The gnomes are boning.
Their little hats.
I don't know what it could be, honestly.
God, this
I
is
feel like it could be an
weird.
animal of
Whistling,
some sort, but I don't know what.
moaning.
I don't know what type of animal moans, not meows, but whistles and hides stuff and looks like a gnome. Like a raccoon with clothes on? I don't know. I don't know.
And here's where I'm at. Like I said, I'm skeptical. I'd be like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to be here. Like,
Yeah,
and
agreed.
I'm also on her note of like, you need a blessed place. I'm like, I don't want to mess with anything. Like,
Yeah.
I just wanna
Yeah.
get out of
Yeah.
here.
You gotta shake that hornet's nest to get them all out.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know about
No,
that.
you gotta punch it. Show him who's boss.
I might just get
That's
in my car
crazy.
and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd mess with it either.
Well, there is another update.
Well,
Good.
Thank you. So,
I need it.
I saw that whole thing. You made you feel bad about that.
Dude.
Woke up to a sink of warm, soapy water. What gives? Okay, as the title suggests, my husband, who's 25, and I, 24, are asleep. It's currently It's currently 12:55 a.m. as I type this. I wake up to get a drink of water, and the washing up bowl is full of warm, soapy water. Wake up my husband, and he is just as confused. The pots are from earlier and all dry. We live alone, and I always leave my bowl/sink empty.
You got somebody living in your
What the
attic.
fuck? I've never experienced this before. I have had weird experiences here, but nothing like this. Sorry, stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Your sink fills with soapy water, and you go, I've never seen anything like this. A gnome ran under your bed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I think
Come on.
I think this could be a mixture of things. I think there could be a gas leak, and I feel like somebody's living in your house, or somebody's sleepwalking, and there's a gas leak, or you guys are just losing shit, and your dog's kicking it under the couch. So I think there's multiple options
Consistent with
here.
us. Please.
I've never seen you sit up during this.
Oh my
It's like, you gotta at least go, I have had weird experiences here, but nothing like this except for the gnome that ran,
Oh, so tired.
that ran under my bed.
I like this though. It makes me believe that she believes it, because so many of these Reddit stories were like, what happened last night? I have to tell you. It all began on Thursday. You're like, okay, this is too written. You're full of shit. Like, at the very least, I think she believes this is happening, which is
Yeah.
Listen, this may be in poor taste, but do you think the gnomes boned and moaned too hard? Bowl of soapy water.
Bowl of soapy water. This is one where
I don't know how that works.
completely honest.
I'm very, very, very confused right now.
no.
Unfortunately, I am skeptical of this lady's judgment. A little.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Because
I think
a
she's
sink
insane.
being full of water is actually an extremely normal thing.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Okay.
I see a sink full of water that didn't have water in before, and I have chills.
Did you play
Really? You don't
Phasmophobia?
think like the water could have come up from
Oh,
the
it
drain?
could have come up.
Or like just your sink. I had a crazy one happen. I came home, and now I lived in the 4th story of an apartment building. And I came home.
We're
one time,
sleepwalking, but guys,
and
come
there
on.
was just perfectly a puddle in the middle of like my kitchen area, like a couple feet from the sink, perfectly just in the middle. And then, but the sink was empty. And I was like, where did this puddle of clear water come from? And then I noticed there was water around the edge of the sink, and I deduced, and there's plumbing issues. I deduced that I was like, wow, because I'd been gone all day. The water had overflowed onto the ground. And
Oh,
gone down.
yeah.
And then because like the sun hit my,
Yep, it was dried up.
it had
Mhm.
evaporated enough.
Wow.
That was my assumption. Now, ultimately, I don't know. Now, I've also told stories on here. I have been in an apartment by myself, and just a full-on yell happened
Yep.
just in the apartment that sounded like it.
That's happened to me before. So like, I used to work at a gym, and working at this gym, that we had this part of, wow, I'm just gonna say gym a lot, but basically, there was this office in the gym that there was this office and this, I guess, workout area in the gym that was said to be haunted. So it was called the Mind and Body Studio that seemed to be haunted. The light would turn on, the door would close, the doors would open, all that stuff. And then this office area, this wasn't said to be haunted, but we thought it was creepy when this happened. So basically, originally, I would close by myself, right? Originally, I was the only person on staff closing. They changed it eventually because it was illegal and they needed more than one person closing because of safety concerns and all that stuff. So eventually there was more than one person closing. But for the longest time, I was closing by myself. Whenever I would close, though, I would run through the downstairs because it was a 2-floor gym. The upstairs was on ground level. The downstairs was basically the basement. And I would run through the downstairs doing everything as fast as I can. And there was times that like the cleaning people would show up. They would scare the crap out of me because I wasn't expecting anybody to show up at that time. Or I'd turn the corner, see something, and then just jump, run away, hide, turn off all the lights, go upstairs, all that fun stuff. But when we finally started closing together, like I had a bunch of weird experiences by myself, but eventually we started closing with multiple people. And this one time, well, not one time, but multiple times, we'd close and we would turn off the Mind and Body studio lights, close the door like we're supposed to on a nightly basis, and multiple nights in a row of us closing, like, light would be turned back on after we go upstairs. Like, we do everything together, keep in mind. Like, we're changing garbages, we're mopping the floor, dusting the building, all that stuff all together. So like we're never really without people next to us, and we know if somebody goes downstairs, because like we do things in a cadence. So like this task that you have to get done. So we would get done the day downstairs first, and then do the upstairs. That way we won't have to go back downstairs. Well, at the end of the night, you have to go back through and make sure that everything is done properly. So it's just like the final walkthrough or whatever. So we would walk through the downstairs and we'd see the Mind and Body light on, the door open, like we never even touched it. And let me tell you, when it's 11 o'clock at night and you're a 17-year-old or a 17, 18, 19-year-old, and there's only one other person in the gym, and it's pitch black in that gym except for that one place, it's creepy. It's creepy as hell. Now, another time we were closing and we finished the basement, and we get a phone call from an office in the basement. Keep in mind, this is an hour past everybody's out of the gym, so it's just me and this one other person. We were both standing up at the front desk folding towels, and we get a phone call. Okay? And like, oh, it could have been like you could say like, oh, it could have been like an error or a glitch or whatever. I don't know. But the only way to call somebody with those phones is by picking up the phone. So it's like an office phone. You pick up the phone, then you dial, right? Well, when we went down there, that phone was still on the stand. So there's no way you could have called. Because those office phones you couldn't do speaker on. It was literally you had to pick it up and dial. You couldn't do it like that. It was the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I ran so fucking fast back up those stairs. Ooh. I will say, so with that being said, there are a lot of things I believe, and I forget what I was talking about here, but there's a side note of my own creepy ass story.
Was inside, and it went on for a while, and I was like,
Was it inside?
and it was actually me.
You look in the mirror. And
Oh, the screaming in his apartment, got
I looked
it.
in the mirror, and I saw that I was just like, ah.
But that's also happened to me before, like where I just randomly hear stuff while I'm in my house alone. Shit happens. It's creepy as hell.
That's horrifying.
But I have no idea. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I think they live in an area with weird trees. Hear me out. I've also
What?
had flooding issues before because trees have grown into pipes.
Oh, that has happened to my parents. Our basement used to flood because of that.
That's how my neighbor's doo-doo ended up in my shower, which was very scary.
Your neighbor shit in your
No, he promises it was roots. And you know, like trees rubbing up against windows can sound like.
Yeah, I've heard of that before. That's like a common explanation.
Trees.
Maybe
So
weird
they live in
trees.
Spain, which means there could be some very old architecture.
The southeast.
They live in
Barcelona trees.
Spain?
It's always look. Here's part of also my skepticism. It's always really old buildings.
Yeah.
It's old because there's people that live there. I'm like, it's also old, which means the infrastructure of it's bad. And
kinda
there's
shitty.
It's
creaking,
creaking,
things are
the
falling
electrical's
apart,
bad, the
crazy.
plumbing's
yeah,
bad,
there's a
all
lot
that
going
stuff.
on that we don't see.
Yeah.
There's rats in the walls.
Yeah.
There's also, I will say, this does happen where people live in people's places and
That's
don't
accurate.
know about.
I
it.
agree, and that's what I think is
Here's the
happening.
sink.
That's
Well,
what I
sorry,
think is
you
happening.
can't just show a sink of water and be like, "Here's proof." Like that's.
So the tub is filled with water, but the sink around it is not. But it's
All right.
in that tub.
Here we
but
go.
I get what you're saying, where it's just like, all right, person on the internet, I trust you.
Yeah.
And that's the tough thing with the internet. That's why, like, no matter what you read, you
Yeah,
kinda have to
I
really
don't
check that
trust
lens
this
of
woman. I
someone
think-
could be lying.
I think
We see
someone's
that with any Reddit
sleepwalking
story,
or
right?
they
Where
just
it's like,
forgot to
oh,
empty
hey,
it
my
or
girlfriend's
something.
being really shitty, and then you get the girlfriend commenting, being like, "Do you want to tell them the actual story?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the comments like begging for more gnome stuff?
So,
That is the pull, huh?
What
I
happened?
want to know too.
so top comment: frogging with a PH. Frogging
Yeah.
is when someone secretly lives in another person's home without their knowledge.
Yep, that's what
And
I'm
there's been a
saying.
lot
I'm
of
telling you, that's
cases
what's
of it
happening.
to like shocking degrees,
Mm-hmm.
not to terrify you.
But what's it? Is
So
it
there was like a story, there was like a video of like this apartment, and truly someone was living in like a high up
Yep.
cupboard, in like, and it's like
So I've heard stories of people living in vents. I've heard people who's living in the attics, the basements, secret rooms in the house. Like the old owners would sell a house, not sharing about the secret room, and then they live in the room free of charge and just go out when nobody's home and steal shit. Dude, it's creepy as hell.
There's a high cupboard situation. There's also like a famous story where it was like a crawl space of an attic where they were they were just sort of off to the side. And
Yep.
like there was a happy ending one where it was like once the lady found out, you know, she actually let him stay there for like, and they kissed. It was a Hallmark movie.
That's crazy.
Stinky attic man. She let him stay there for like a week or two until it was like he was able to get back on his feet. But yeah, no, I think
it's a possibility. We don't know.
And if he's tiny and has a little hat.
And if he's, hey, someone said if you have an attic or crawl space, you might want to check them. OP said we have
Agreed.
no attic or basement and we live in a 2-bedroom apartment. We have checked the rooms and nothing. Checked the locks just to be sure. We do have a few crawl spaces, but too much furniture to check.
Nope, you got somebody living in there.
Lastly,
You got
someone
somebody
said
living in
carbon
there.
monoxide, and OP said we've checked, all clear. We're good.
checked all
No,
good.
the detector's not going off. They're like, madam, that's a banana.
This is freaky.
Oh, I want another update. I hope they figured it out.
She's lying to you.
We're good.
You're overreacting.
All right. Update number
Here we
3.
go.
There we go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Come
Hi,
on.
everyone. Sorry I didn't update sooner. I had
Hi, everyone. It's me, the gnome.
It takes me so long to get the individual keys.
I found our peace post.
I'm the Ray Romano gnome.
How far along it is?
Ray Romano.
Nice. Nice.
Nice, Eric.
Someone write that down.
Come on, give us something.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I didn't update sooner. I had a lot of abusive messages, which made me not want to post anymore. But
Abusive?
I also know there are people here genuinely curious and supportive. To answer common questions, I have checked the monoxide detector twice and even replaced it. We are safe, and that is not it. We also have no
Good.
dishwasher. We don't take sleeping pills or any drugs. As I stated
Good.
a couple days ago, we searched our flat and my husband's parents' adjoining house with some friends. Here's the weird part. Sorry, okay.
Adjoining house? Come on, what? There's your answer right there.
Yep. Husband's parents' adjoining house with
Yep.
some friends. So
Yep.
the parents and some friends live in the adjoining house.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I just throwing it out there.
Maybe
Here's
that's
the weird part.
There's the answer.
Our area is clear as expected. We don't have an attic or basement, but we also searched the house connected while his parents are away in the UK for a while. Turns out the upstairs loft had an old mattress which looked used despite being left as a spare, bottles of what looks like pee
Yep.
and some empty wrappers,
Okay.
etc. Nobody was up there, but we alerted police who came to check it out. They helped us call a locksmith and searched the house completely and our apartment and found nothing. We hope whoever it was isn't able to come back. I think this will be my last update unless there's some more updates or if the person returns. Sorry, this person, I love this person.
That's
So there's not gonna
crazy.
be
That's
any
so
more updates
crazy.
Unless there's some updates.
Yeah. That's so funny and so valid.
You got it, dude.
You got it, man.
Dude, that's what I was saying from the beginning. Somebody was living in that house. Somebody was living in that house. Oh my god, I hate adjusting my hat while looking in a camera because everything's just reversed. So it's this way and then this way. Okay, that should be good enough for now. I don't look the greatest, whatever. Oh, come on. Come on. Nope. Hey, come on. Don't judge me. I'm not KSI. I have a good looking receding hairline, not a bad one.
Hi. There we go.
That's literally the sentence. I think this will be my last update, unless there's some more updates.
That's
explains
crazy.
everything, but
Okay.
Also, like, except for the gnome, where she's like,
Is
well,
there
so
another
I
update?
do this.
I'm kind of curious.
Like, is it that common where people are like, yeah, you have
Okay, a snake at the bottom. My creepy house is playing with me. A snake at the bottom of the stairs, and then there's a snake at the bottom of the stairs. But that's a snake.
It's just a
Like,
snake.
Snakes exist,
Yeah.
and they will go into your
Snakes
house.
exist and gnomes don't.
Yeah.
What's he planning on doing? He doesn't have legs. For
This
the
story was
This
not
is
even
my
that
story.
creepy. It was just weird.
We have.
All right, what kind of short story do we have? We got 10 minutes.
30 minutes.
How long is this one? This one is
Should I read
43
this?
to
I'm
53.
using the hairdryer, and
Let's
I
skip
hear
that
what's
one
up,
and
but
let's go to this
would
one.
I be the asshole for telling my sister about her husband's creepy AF novel about me?
Nope. Tell him. Tell him.
My sister, 4 years younger than me, and her husband have been married for 2 years. Together,
I
for
would tell
5.
him.
Brother-in-law and
Tell
I
who?
dated during high school, and it ended under circumstances that were not ideal. Brother-in-law and I have not gotten along since he and sister got together. My sister essentially believes I'm jealous of her for marrying my one who got away. He is not that.
Crazy.
So our relationship has also suffered as a result. This whole situation is already fucked up, and yes, I'm pretty sure it's putting my therapist's kid through college. But that's not the problem right now. Recently, brother-in-law has begun reaching out to me more frequently. I've been very cautious, but after talking it over with people in my own life, chose to be more friendly toward him as part of an attempt at repairing certain aspects of my relationship with the entire family.
I want to know about this novel,
Last
dude.
week,
Get to it.
brother-in-law asked if I would read a book he had written, with the underlying
Already.
implication that I would help him career-wise with his aspirations as a writer. Out of politeness and curiosity, I said sure, thinking I would perhaps get a good
I
laugh
wanna know
out of
this.
it and a story to tell my publishing friends. The book is about us.
Oh, creepy as hell.
I don't know how else to put it.
That's already creepy. Like, you can't do that when you're married to the sister. That's weird. Super weird.
It's a domestic thriller. So think Gone Girl, You, etc. About a man
fuck
who
no.
realizes he has married the wrong sister
Holy
and
shit.
becomes obsessed with his sister-in-law.
sugar water.
This is creepy as hell.
It's one of the weirdest things I have ever seen. It doesn't exactly read like a manifesto, more like something you'd see on Are Men Writing Women? But aspects of the story were deeply unsettling to me personally, touching on things that happened to me in high school and later. And I don't understand why he would give this to me to read unless he wanted to either creep me out or, as in the story, he intends to leave my sister and wanted to see if this would.
Oh!
Jesus, it's too weird to say. Open a door with me?
I'm creeped out, dude.
I'm the scat man.
Yeah, I was like,
I can't explain it, but I'm so uncomfortable. I have to scat.
the Angela Giratoni.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That is like a real life you situation. That is just creepy and like weird as hell. Like what goes on through your head to make think that's normal. It's not. That's really not, and it's creepy as hell.
Sister's husband, and I am afraid, based on the past, that if I tell her about this, she will flip out on me and not him, and or if she confronts him, will he also just lie about the whole thing? And on the off chance that it's more than just tasteless catharsis, I don't want my sister to get turned into a skin suit. There are no skin suits, but you get it. And if it is just a fictional fantasy thriller, I'll either look like a paranoid asshole or the lawmakers who tried to ban video games after Columbine.
I don't say this ever, so it's not even in my vocabulary, but when she was like, here's when I'm conflicted, I almost went, honey. Like, it just, because, come on.
Yeah,
I would just tell him.
There's no like, oh, well, I'm conflicted here. It's like, no, this is wild.
I mean,
Yeah, this is weird as hell.
I don't blame OP for not really fully being grounded in a response because this is so
Because you're not
Sure.
expecting this. Same with the previous
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
These are situations
This
that
is
you
like-
don't expect to happen to you, right?
And you don't expect your brain to have a logical and safe response to something
Yeah.
this scary.
You're also
Yes.
probably kind of hoping that someone in the comments is like, "Oh no, this is actually totally normal. Don't worry about it." In a weird way.
Yeah.
Like hoping. Yeah.
Like
Because
Yeah.
Once again, similar to Reddit stories where someone writes out something. Because like getting your
Okay,
thoughts
I
out,
don't really
getting your
care all too
fantasies
much.
out,
Let's
getting all
move
these
on a
things
little
into
bit.
A diary setting. Is going by.
See, I'm gonna pause real quick because I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this. That's creepy as hell. Okay, it seems like a you in real life, except beyond that, like I can't even really imagine that actually happening in real life. And it's got to be creepy. It's a novel first off, and it's about a man realizing he married the wrong sister, and then became obsessed with the sister that he was supposed to marry, I guess, in that sense. But it's real life in a sense. So it's like, how, like, what would you do in that situation? I would tell the other sister, like, or your sister in that situation, and maybe call the cops. Like, depending on what's in the book and what is shared in that book, if it's stuff that he should not know, I would call the cops. I would definitely call the cops. That is a weird situation to be in. I just really want to know how this ends.
This is a dead serious situation.
And what sucks about
Yeah.
this is that like her sister's collateral damage here, right? And
Quite
she's talking about
literally.
their relationship.
That's
And,
true.
and honestly, if her sister doesn't have her back here, she
Then
cannot
just go, but
you
get
gotta-
out.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
give
Get
her
out.
sister the book and go. You can read this. If you don't think this is as serious as I do, then you don't have to talk to me.
Yeah, but you can't
like-
make that decision
I
for her. Like,
completely
you gotta give her
agree.
the tools to be like,
I'm
this
showing
could
you
be-
this book not because I'm jealous
Yeah.
or in love with your
Yeah.
husband. I'm showing this book because it's the other way around.
It's the pure
And I'm
opposite.
getting
Yeah.
away no matter what. And if you don't believe me, I can't stop you.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, no, I
Some
completely
comments
agree.
here. I don't have a judgment here, but have you thought about asking him if your sister has read it and or asking her? Oh,
Yeah.
He says she hasn't read it, but I could potentially ask her in an innocuous way in order to broach the subject. Someone said, not the asshole. I would handle it differently, though. Find a way to meet them when they are together and then tell him you really liked the book. Then ask her if she has read
That's
any.
not a bad
She will
idea.
obviously say no. Then tell the story in the most optimistic way possible. Try to get the out before someone gets emotional. Good luck. This shit is weird as hell. I don't know if I'm taking that advice.
I don't know about sharing this story unless you know for a fact that your sister will be on your side at the end of it. But it's not a bad idea to see like her train of thoughts of things, like your sister's train of thoughts and things. I would just probably just try and confront your sister when they're separated or like not in the same room, something like that, and you can just maybe touch on the details in the book. And yeah. And if you got any text messages, print those out and show those to her as well. Like of him asking to meet up so that he could share the book.
It's very Reddit, like,
Don't
and then
say-
I stood up and everyone's like,
Don't say you liked it to him.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't say you liked it. That's not
That's
true.
just not gonna go well for you and
Someone
your sister.
Said, I think it would fall under not the asshole, but your relationship with your sister is already strained. If you are serious about trying to salvage your relationship with her, I would keep this bomb away from her. Comedy option.
Comedy option is
Silly one for
insane.
mom. A silly option. Casually mention, oh, I saw brother-in-law's manuscript. Had he gotten any offers for it? Okay. OP said, I'm 50% leaning towards your serious option and 50% leaning in the direction of if she finds this on his laptop/email and then finds out I knew about it, she will be rightfully infuriated. A bomb is right. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Like, it's his fault.
yeah.
He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that your sister's on her side despite the clear, obvious warning
Yeah.
signs that were there since high
Yep.
school.
No
That's
kidding.
another thing too with the high school. Like, she didn't get into specifics, and it's none of our business. But the way she made it sound, she was like, "It did not end on good terms. We are not friendly." And it's like, we
Yeah.
don't know what happened, and
No kidding.
if she even has felt safe.
It could have been creepy stuff in high school too.
and it just went on for years and years and years, and maybe he really only started dating her sister just so that he could get close, and then married her so that he could stay in the light in their lives. I don't know. Maybe this guy really is just a psychopath and he's been planning this out since he was in high school. I don't know.
This whole time.
Yeah.
Like, this is creepy no matter what, but she needs to be safe. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the sister doesn't believe it, like, I hope that's salvageable, but damn.
I feel bad for the sister too.
Yeah.
I do too. I know that's got to be an awful situation, and it's awful in relationships to like hear someone else say, "Yeah, your partner's awful," and to be like, you don't want to believe that.
Right.
All
Well-
you
don't
want to
wanna
do is be
believe that.
angry at that it's being brought to you.
Yeah.
Like, and just kind of killing the messenger because you hate the message so much. And
Right.
that sucks.
Right.
And then you look back and you're like, oh, sorry.
Especially something so egregious
Yeah.
as like, oh, they wrote a book about me sexually. It's like,
Yeah, no, this is
no.
Yeah.
this
And, like,
is
I can't
creepy.
handle
I want to know if
that,
there was
yeah.
anything
can't handle that,
after.
Betrayal. And it's like,
If
what
there's
it
no
goes
update, then we're
this
just
much
gonna
longer?
end
Yeah, it's
it,
like you
and we'll
gotta-
watch
I'm
the
not
other
trying to,
couple
like,
stories later on.
Measure the pain, but like the book versus like this is her husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this is gonna turn her upside down.
Oof.
All right, I don't think there's any update. I'm gonna call it there. We got about an hour in. Oh nope, hour on the dot. So thank you guys for watching again and again and again and again and again. Follow, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Another video in 4 days, so the 27th, which will be this coming Saturday. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year's. New Year's is next week, but you get my gist. It's all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys on Saturday.